Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to another Sunday night live stream. Tonight, we're bringing on guests again for people who are a little bit afraid, a little bit intimidated by actually going live on their own channel. So if you have never streamed before and you're like, I don't know how I can do it, I'm a little bit intimidated, don't know what I'm going to say, the gear is kind of intimidating me, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's what tonight's stream is going to be about. I'm going to be dropping a link in the chat just a little bit later, inviting people on who want to stream here for their first time. I'm also going to be answering YouTube questions in the meantime. So if you do have questions about YouTube, just go ahead and ask your questions in the chat. Just put a Q in front of it or write in the word question. I'm actually going to write this down here. Just type in like Q and then like your question. I'm putting this in the chat right now. So it looks like that. So I'll be keeping an eye out for those in between bringing people on. So how's everybody doing? How is your week? I hope your week has been good. I hope it's been productive. Hope everybody is safe and sound. Doug Houston, how you doing, sir? Nice to see you in here. I've had a pretty productive week, working on some projects that I can't wait to unveil here in the next coming weeks. Some exciting stuff. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Hey, Eric, how you doing? Mr. Camera Junkie, how you doing? You're wearing a special shirt tonight. I am? Or you are. I don't know. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Hey, it's Ty Things. Saudi Cup, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, going live. You know, we did this a couple of weeks ago. Had a lot of people leave comments and send me DMs on various platforms saying, hey, that was a really good thing. We want to do this again. Maybe, maybe make it a monthly thing. I don't want to do it every week, but maybe do it once a month or something like that. So if somebody's interested in going live for the first time on a channel, we can do that. Eric says, I just finished a live and I jumped over. And before we dig into this, I do want to say that tonight's show is brought to you by STREAMYARD. STREAMYARD is a browser-based, it's a cloud-based streaming platform. It's how I'm putting your comments up on the screen like this, and it's also how I'm going to bring guests into the show. I've got a link to StreamYard down in the description below. You can use StreamYard for free. I believe it's up to 20 hours per month you can use for free. They put their watermark on it, of course, but you can check it out. It's totally free. It works on all devices. Hashtag the yard. You got it. You got it. Let me go ahead and get this invite link here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the invite link and I'm going to put it into, hey, Joe, I'm going to put it into the chat. If you're a regular live streamer, this isn't for you. But if you are afraid of live streaming, trying to build up confidence, you don't know what you're going to say, the gear is intimidating you, you want to talk about the gear, you have some questions about live streaming, that's what we're going to do right here. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this into the chat. Before you click that link, head down to the description. I do have some, I don't want to call them rules, but just some considerations before you come on about things like audio, making sure that I can see your face. If you're in a dark room and I can't see your face at all, I don't want to just do audio. I want you to actually come on and actually, do your first live stream. First time for streamers. Yeah, Doug, if you can copy that link and just kind of drop it from time to time. McNuts Crazy World says, or Muttnuts Crazy World says, I love StreamYard. I have the $25 plan. Awesome. Yeah, it's so easy. It's super, super easy. I think if you're trying to get started live streaming, hands down, this is the easiest way to do it. The absolute easiest way to do it. Pause a little music over here, change my music. I don't know if my music coming through. And by the way, this is for first time streamers. If you're like if you're already live streaming this, that's not for you. You can hang out with this. I will answer your questions, but if you have not streamed before. I also want to share this out over on Twitter. So if you haven't shared this out on social media yet, go ahead and share it out. Share it out on Facebook, share it out on whatever social media platform you're on. If you see somebody tweeting this, please go ahead and retweet it. Let's get the word out. I'm actually going to share this out on Twitter myself. I haven't done so yet. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Matt says, it's a really great idea as a personal milestone. I've got 100,000 concurrents for the first time in the last couple. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's a huge, huge number of concurrents. Congratulations, man. Jason James, how you doing? I might be sir, you are definitely too advanced for this, Mr. Jason. I have that one so I can use my green screen and record videos. Interesting. So you're using StreamYard for recording. Right? StreamYard does have a built-in recording feature. That's really cool. With the paid versions, you can record your own video. So it's a video recorder. It will also record individual audio tracks. So if you're doing online podcasting or something like that, and then you want to use those audio tracks to put together a podcast, you can do it that way. Andrew, what is going on, my man? You're muted. 1 second. You've muted yourself.
Better?
That's better. How's it going?
Good. I'm using the Boya BM1 mic.
So sounds good.
Bought that the other day, and yeah, I'm
digging the shirt. Let's see the shirt.
So if anybody's not familiar, a lot of us have helped Owen the past 2 weeks. Owen Video with his cancer treatment expenses. So anybody who was on our live streams who did donate, be sure to go to the Creators Conquering Cancer website and claim your shirt.
Yeah, so just a little bit of update on that. So we have been, for the past week, various channels have been doing fundraisers. Last Sunday, we did this on my channel. I do have a link down in the description below if you do want to donate to the cause to help Owen battle cancer. He is battling against stage 4 inoperable cancer. Every little bit helps. So far, we've raised $105,000. $105,000 is what the YouTube community has raised for Owen's battle against cancer. So yeah, there's a link down in the description below for that if you want to donate to that. It's amazing. It's been truly amazing. The first stream was hosted over on Daryl Lee's channel. Then I believe Nick took it over. My brother went over to Brian G. Johnson. Went to Daniel Battelle, Viper carried it along for a while. Sweeney Dunstan has carried it along for a while. I think a couple of different people have picked this up to help promote it. $105,000. That is truly, truly insane, but it's awesome at the same time.
Exactly. I've never met Owen before. I'm looking forward to meeting him at People of Video. So that's going to be a once in a lifetime experience right there.
Yeah, I hope all of that happens.
Me too.
It's going to be real interesting to see what happens with all the events that are planned for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I've
gone live before, never really have shown my face on my channel. So it's sort of new to me, you know.
Oh, that's right. So you're always behind the camera when you go live.
Yep.
Showing the news. So you're not in front of the camera.
Yeah, so I started a second channel. I've recently gotten into Lego. A lot of adult fans of Lego have channels. So I started a Lego channel, which is kind of going to be a how-to channel. So I'll be live on there showing my face. So
good. How come you've never shown your face on the news side?
Just because people don't want to see it. They always just want to see what I'm covering, especially when I'm live. It's real time. You know, once or twice if I say something and I know, okay, let me flip the camera. But a lot of times they're like, why are we looking at you, Andrew? We want to see what you're doing.
Well, to be fair, though, if you look at news networks, they have personalities.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Did you test this on your channel to see if it worked and you just got feedback from them, or is this something?
I've gotten feedback from them. So that's kind of where
okay,
the feedback has come from.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. See, I would have thought, based on news programs, being some sort of a personality where you're briefly on there. You're briefly on there where you can introduce what's going on and move forward that way. Somebody's phone buzzing. Is that you, Andrew?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up. There's somebody else waiting to come up.
Go ahead.
Andrew, nice seeing you, my man.
You too. Take care.
Awesome. And I'm going to answer the question before we pull up somebody else here. So Eck Production says, hey, D, hey, man. I've been trying to get this question answered for a long time. How do you turn returning viewers into subscribers? I post many of the same videos and you get a ton of returning viewers. Here's the thing. People are not subscribing for a couple of reasons. One, it could just be that you're not reminding them that they should subscribe. Right? So doing little things, you can put little graphics on the screen reminding them to subscribe. You can do a verbal call to action and remind them to subscribe. Here's the thing though, and this is where a lot of channels go wrong. Don't ask somebody to subscribe to your channel. And I've made this mistake early on as well, and I've tested this a lot on my channel. Don't ask somebody to subscribe to your channel unless you've provided them some sort of value first, or you at least let them know what they're going to get if they are going to subscribe to the channel. Sometimes you got to give them a little nudge. For example, there's 28 people in here right now. How many people have given this a thumbs up? How many people have given this streams a thumbs up yet? Probably just a couple of you. So if you haven't given this stream a thumbs up right now, give it a thumbs up. It lets me know if you're enjoying the stream or not. Right? So a lot of people haven't given this a thumbs up. Sometimes you just have to let them know, oh yeah, I need to subscribe. Right? I don't know what type of content that you're making, but things that I might do on my channel is, let's say I have a video where I'm teaching people how to live stream with their iPhone. So I might say, because I know they came in on a live stream, or I know that they came in wanting to learn how to live stream, and I know they have an iPhone. Those are two things that I know. I might say something like, if you want to learn even more tips and tricks that can make you a better live streamer on your iPhone, be sure to hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos that can make you a better live streamer. So I gave them some incentive, and I let them know what they're going to get if they actually subscribe. Those little things can definitely work. First-time streamers, get over your anxiety or tech concerns. See requirements in the description before joining in. Hey, Low Crafty Nook, how you doing? Hey, Charlie, how you doing, my man? Can't stay long. Hope you're doing well, Charlie. Thumbs up. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Okay, thanks. That makes a lot of sense. It's kind of harder because the videos I make are 30-second short clips. Okay, so you're making shorts. Are you making YouTube shorts? So here's the thing. Maybe they just don't find enough value to subscribe because of you're just making little 30-second clips, right? So another weird thing happens with YouTube where if people watch, a perfect example is this. If I go to your channel and I watch 2 of your videos or 3 of your videos and I'm not subscribed, YouTube's going to notice that I'm watching your videos and it's going to start recommending your videos to me, even though I'm not subscribed. So it's also possible that people are watching your shorts because if it's 30-second video clip, it's really easy to watch multiple pieces of content. That tells YouTube this viewer likes this channel. Even if they're not subscribed, YouTube will recommend more of your content because it knows that it likes your videos. Now, here's the thing. I know everybody wants subscriber numbers. I know we want the play button and all of that. I get that. But getting people to watch more videos, which ensures the fact that YouTube is going to show them more of your videos, that is way more important than actually getting them to subscribe. Because if you look at the percentage of subscribers versus non-subscribers that are viewing your videos, for most channels that are growing, for most channels that have a large audience, you're going to find that the non-subscribers, those are significantly larger than the people who are actually subscribed and watching the video. So that can be totally normal. I'm going through the chat here. I call it being a shadow subscribed. Yeah, that's a good way for it. You can call it shadow subscribed. I do that to a lot of channels. I'm always mindful when I go onto YouTube or any social media platform. I don't just kind of blank out and just start mindlessly looking through YouTube or TikTok or something like that. I'm very mindful. I'm like, okay, this thumbnail caught my eye. What is it about this thumbnail that makes me want to click on it? Or that's a really good title. Why do I want to click on that title? What is it about this title? What is it about this thumbnail that makes me want to click? And then I'll click on it and I start to watch the video. And I also start paying attention to, why do I want to click off of this video? This video is not holding my attention. What is it about this creator that's making me lose attention? Is it their tone, their pacing? Do they have bad audio? Is their editing bad? Or is it not moving along fast enough for me? So I pay attention to what I like and what I don't like, and I try to implement those things into my own content. Pixelpia.
Super chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat, and here's a cup of coffee on top. Actually, I should have hit the music for you.
Super chat.
I forgot. I'm dusty. Thank you, Pixelpia. Much appreciated. Is it possible to gain a major following with YouTube Shorts, or is it too late? It's never too late. But here's the thing. You need to think about why you're making shorts and what your strategy is and what you plan to do with it. And this is where short form content, as powerful as it may be to reach new audiences, I believe this is where it falls short. I'm seeing too many people chase YouTube shorts just for the view count. Oh, wow, I'm getting a ton of views on these YouTube shorts. This is great. I've never had views before, but the views aren't actually, they don't mean anything. It doesn't mean that they're subscribing. It doesn't mean that they're becoming part of your community. It doesn't mean that they're watching long form content. Those views are not actually helping you. And a lot of people are just uploading shorts because they want the views and they have no real strategy around that. So to answer your question, no, it's not too late. It's not too late for long form content. It's not too late for short form content. It comes down to making videos. If you have good videos that perform well, those videos are going to make views. The question I have for you is, if you want to gain a major following, which is cool, that's what everybody wants, you need to have some strategy in place. What are you going to do with a major following? Because if all you're trying to do is get views and subscribers with no strategy, with no plan, that doesn't really mean anything. Like if you're trying to become a full-time YouTuber and you're trying to make a living at this and make money and get deals with companies, brand deals, and maybe you have something to sell, if you don't have some sort of a plan, all you're doing is collecting numbers, and those numbers don't actually equal anything of any real value. It looks great and it feels good. Oh, I'm getting a ton of views. I'm getting a lot of subscribers. But if there's no strategy there, if you don't have an end game, you don't have a goal, what's it all for? So come up with a strategy and know it's never too late. That's right, Doug. Niminati. Joel Spence says, question, what is a good length for a travel vlog, please? The length for any video or any live stream is to make it as long as it needs to be. Do not, under any circumstance, fall into the trap of thinking that you need to have a specific video length and then you just fill in a bunch of content that isn't important. I see this mistake over and over and over and over again. They think, I want a longer video because I want more watch time, or I want a longer video so I can put more ads in the video or whatever. Or maybe somebody told you in a Facebook group that you need to make longer videos because that's how you're going to grow your channel. The important thing is this: viewer satisfaction. Say that as many times as you have to until it sinks in. Viewer satisfaction is the most important metric on YouTube, period. If people enjoy the videos that you are making, they're going to engage with your channel. They're going to watch more pieces of content, and they're eventually going to subscribe to your channel. So don't think how long it has to be. Make it as long as it has to be. If that's 2 minutes, make it 2 minutes. If it's 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes. If it's 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes. Don't make it a minute longer. Don't make it a minute shorter. In fact, I would urge you to do this. If you make a video of any length, go back and watch your video and ask yourself, is there anything I can cut out of this video and have the video still make sense? And if the answer is yes, cut that out. If you can turn a 5-minute video into a 4-minute video, cut that out. If you can make a 4-minute video into a 3.5-minute video, cut that out. Yes, the watch time is great, but at the same time, what's going to be better is if you get more people completing or partially watching a longer version of that video, right? If you can get 60 or 70% of the viewers to watch that video, that's where you're going to win. And YouTube is going to notice this, and it's going to increase the likelihood that the video is going to get a boost and be shown to more people. So as long as it needs to be, no longer.
Super chat.
Voice Crypto, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Any recommendations on tips for better mobile content audio? Great question. Now, I don't know what your budget is. And you're in the crypto game, so you might have a pretty big budget. Do I have the I got a ton of microphones, and I don't have any of them sitting here. There are a couple of different options for you with mobile microphones. You can get a little clip-on microphone, right? Little clip-on microphone. I've got videos on that. You can get the Boya BY-M1. It's a little clip-on lavalier microphone. Rode makes one. Rode makes the Rode Smart Lav Plus, I believe what it's called. Rode also makes wireless microphones that are really good. You can also get a little shotgun microphone that goes into your phone, like the Shure MV88 Plus. That's a fantastic microphone as well. It comes with a little kit, a phone holder, and a little tripod. That's going to be more on the expensive end, but depending on your budget, any of those videos will work. I have some videos on my channel talking about different microphones. Go check those out. Yeah, Smart Lav Plus. see here. Still learning. Thanks for the tips. I agree. Good viewers better than not great subs. I'm just trying to turn these subs in because I have almost 4. Okay, so you're trying to reach monetization status. Okay, see, that's what you should have said. That's what you should have said. Okay, so if you're trying to reach monetization status, you have the 4,000 hours of watch time, but you don't have the 1,000 subscribers, simply remind them. You can even say things. But again, ask them to do something after you've given them value. Right? And but you can have fun with it. Hey guys, I'm trying to reach monetization. I need 1,000 subscribers. I'm only, at the time of making this video, I'm 248 short. It would mean the world to me if you subscribe to the channel, but only ask that after you've provided value to them. Always lead with value. If you give me something first and I like what you've given me, right? If you backed up what I clicked for, right? You promised me something with your thumbnail and your title. You promised that. If you delivered on that, and you've given me value, you just massively increase the likelihood that I'm going to subscribe to your channel. I just set up my smartphone as a live camera. Yeah, right? Smartphones are fantastic to go live with. They can, depending on how long you go live. I have had situations before where my phone has overheated and actually I got the overheat warning on my iPhone and it just shut off. But generally speaking, phones are great. You know, they're a lot cheaper than going out and buying another camera. And they look really good, especially if you have lighting or you're doing it in the daytime. Zane, you are not a new live streamer.
No,
what are you doing?
No,
what?
D, listen. I'm a quitter. I perfectly qualify for this one. So I know what you. So I've been live streaming at the same time of like same day at the week as well, 7 p.m. Sunday.
Okay.
I get normally like 50 to 60 people watching me at the same time. That's the minimum number. But previously, last Sunday, something happened, and I didn't actually stream this Sunday. So last Sunday, the whole idea was to show people how to do like a very detailed product research when it comes to selling Amazon and all those kind of stuff as well.
Okay.
So I had an external link inside the description. And inside the external link, there was some assets which I wanted people to download because without having those assets, it would be impossible for them to actually know what I'm talking about. Okay. So I said, okay, well, after I finish the live stream, you can go ahead, download the assets, but let me finish with the live stream and I show you all the tutorial, how to do the product research and all that kind of stuff. So 60 people watching. Trust me, 40 people just left straight from the YouTube and just went onto my website to download all the assets and everything. And I got really upset. Like seriously, I don't know, I took it personally or whatever. And I just said, well, you know, guys, and that's like while I'm live, I made that live stream private. I said, well, all you want is to get that kind of thing, then I don't see the point of sitting here, then talking to you for 1 hour, then you got what you wanted already. I'm just going to leave the stream. And I just left the stream and I didn't stream on this Sunday. So my question is, you always get one of those people inside a comment or inside, they do something which really annoys you. How you actually manage while you are live? Because once you're recording a video, you can just simply edit that part.
Well, the first thing you need to keep in mind is YouTube, as much as we want it to be about us, the creator, and as much as it's a creative outlet for a lot of us, you have to understand that the purpose of YouTube is for the viewer. The purpose of the algorithms is for the viewer. Everything is for the viewer. The YouTube algorithm is not created to help us as creators. The YouTube algorithm is for the viewer to try to predict what the viewer is going to watch next. Those are what the algorithms are for. So what's happening on your stream is that people are getting what they came for. Right? There's no reason, if from a creator standpoint, like I want everyone in here to engage. I want everyone in here to talk and hang out and chat and have a good time, give me a thumbs up, share the stream and all of that. If they don't do that, I can't control that. Some people want different things out of a live stream. So if you're finding that 60% of the people just wanted to come in to download the free things that you were giving them, that's the way it is. That's what those viewers wanted. What you should have focused on were the viewers who stayed. right? So 60% of them left and they went on and they did the things that they
I know.
actually wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
You should have focused on the 30% who stayed, because those 30% who stayed, they wanted to listen to you. They wanted to hear what you had to say. So here's what you do. When you have situations where a percentage of your audience isn't doing what you thought was going to happen on the live stream, don't focus on them, right? If you're getting people who are unruly and they're spamming and they're being, disrespectful, you can ban them from the channel, hide them, time them out, or whatever. Focus on the people who you can help. That's it. That's all you can do. Focus on the people you can actually help. If that's 30% of your stream, focus on those people and forget about the other people, right? That's all you can do.
Yeah, it was one of those situations where, let's say you're making a tutorial how to use a StreamYard.
Yeah.
And you talk about, okay, if you go on the link in the description, you will get, let's say, 50% off, which, and people just you need to use a StreamYard, so you need to learn how to use it.
Right.
But just getting a discount is not something you need to know how to use it as well. So you are sitting there explaining people how to use a StreamYard, but all the people want is just a StreamYard discount. So they're just going to go in the description and get the discount, which they can after when the stream is finished as well. That's the kind of point which I took really personally. I don't know why.
Well, you said it yourself. They wanted the StreamYard, just using StreamYard discount. They wanted the StreamYard discount. That's what they wanted. So that's what they got.
Yeah.
Right? Did you tell them there was going to be a discount?
Well, it's a kind of asset, so you have to normally pay $150, and I was giving away for free.
Okay. But did they know that? But did they know that coming in that you were giving? Okay. So there you go. This is a problem with people doing giveaways. How many people in the chat right now? No,
it's not the title or the thumbnail. It's something which it's something which I said inside during the live stream. Mm-hmm. So that
right. Well, you know what happened? If right now, if I told people right now that I was giving away free microphones, all you had to do was go down to the description, click on the link that takes you to a website, then sign up for this free microphone, and you get a bunch of you get a course that you can download to teach you. Half of the people in this stream would leave. I mean, that's by telling them that there was something down there for them to have for free. I'm sending people off of my live stream to go do that. So, what you're doing is a numbers game. Right? If you want to give something away for free, you have to understand that there's going to be a large percentage of the people who, as soon as you say, I've got something for you for free, they're going to take it and they're going to run. They may or may not come back. And you just have to be okay with that.
Yeah, but the point which really makes me angry, there is no point of getting something for free, even if you don't know how to use it.
Doesn't matter. They got what they wanted. Okay, so here's the thing. As an educator, this happens to me all the time with my video tutorials, right? As an educator, I make videos thinking that people need all of these steps in order to learn how to use this thing. But what I found with my own content, if I get too advanced into a tutorial, my audience retention report it's like a cliff. As soon as I get into more advanced things, people leave. They're not interested in that. My channel predominantly caters to beginners and people who are at the intermediate level. And I'm okay with that because I've learned through trial and error. As soon as I get into something that they don't want, you can't force them to learn anything. You can't force them to learn, even though you might want them to learn, even though you want to teach them, that doesn't mean they want to learn. And you just got to be okay with it.
Yeah, it's a kind of odd. Yeah, that's all. I will let you go with the live stream. The mic that he was talking about, the Boya one, I actually used the same one for the recording. So that's the Boya M1, I think. That's the one right here. For somebody who was asking a question. Thank you so much for the. I honestly really appreciate.
I know that's not the answer you wanted to hear, but you have to think about why they're there, and you have to think about what you're offering. But here's what you don't know. When did this happen? The last time?
Last Sunday.
Last Sunday. Here's what you don't know yet. 60% of your live stream left to get the discounted or the free thing that you offered them. There will be a percentage of those people who come back. They just left
Yeah,
right
I
then.
mean,
That doesn't mean they're not going to come back, because you have now provided value. They know now that you have provided value. So even though they left at that time, they might come back. They might keep coming back. You may have earned, out of that 60% of the people who left, you may have earned 40% of just hardcore fans who are going to continue to come back because you've given them massive amounts of value by giving them free stuff. They just happen to leave that one live stream. Right. So just let people do what they want to do, and you just do what you do and focus on the people who are there. That's all you can do. Focus on the people who stick around.
So I normally just do one live stream on Sunday, or 3 to 4 upload, and I've been very consistent with this one. Do you think, like, shall I do more live streams or just keep on with the way my schedule is at the moment?
I think it's good if you can have a regular live stream day where people know that, hey, every Sunday at this time or close to this time, he's going live.
Which I have already,
Yeah, over time, people who like to hang out on your live streams will start to work that into their schedule, right? And you're going to find that there are going to be some people who are there to learn. There are going to be some people there who just to simply hang out because they like hanging out on live streams. Everybody gets something different from what we do. Not everybody who comes here wants to learn. I identify several people in the chat. They're not here to learn. They're doing great. I don't have anything to teach them. They just like hanging out in a live stream, and that's cool with me. Like, I love hanging out. Right? People
have different reasons to watch the live stream, so not everybody is there to just really learn. And I know that. Yeah. You have to understand that people will take from you whatever it is that they take. Everybody's there for a different reason, be it watching your videos, hanging out in your live streams. Everybody has a different reason for engaging with you at whatever level they engage with. So you just got to roll with it. Roll with it and just be thankful that anybody's going to listen to you. Like, I can't believe, because I think there's 50 or 55 people in here right now. I can't believe that 55 people want to stop what they're doing on a Sunday and listen to what I have to say. That's mind-blowing to me. I don't care what they do. I don't care if they leave or come back or chat or don't chat. I'm humbled that there's 57 people right now who want to listen to what I have to say. That's humbling. Yeah,
right?
I know. But at the same time, once you are saying something during the live stream, you are keeping an eye on your number, and you actually try to find out what you have said in that particular time, which made people leave the live stream as well, which you try not to do those mistakes for the next time. So, it's a kind of hard when you're looking at the number, and when it's, but
okay, here's my advice for that. I just looked at the numbers now because I just wanted to make that point. When you are going live, try not to look at the number. Because if you look at the number, you're going to start over-analyzing everything you say and everything you do. If you want to look at the numbers, look at the numbers after the stream processes. You can go back a couple of days later, or however long it takes to process, look at the audience retention report. You can see where people left, and you can see what you said. When you're live, focus on that engagement. Right? If instead of talking to you right now or paying attention to the chat, I was looking at the numbers and I said, oh, wow, I just lost 5 people. What did I say? What did I do? That's going to really start doing a mind job on me. It's going to start taking away from what's happening on the live stream. You can come back and analyze this stuff with the data on YouTube. That's why they give us this data. When you're live, focus on the live. Focus on the people who you can help. That's what you do when you're live.
Lee, thank you so much. And I honestly, I can talk about myself. I have learned so much from you. Like, seriously, literally, I don't think so I will be here today if I haven't discovered your channel. Like,
you're too kind, man. You're doing the work. You're putting in the work, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm honestly not. Without knowing what to actually do, I will be putting in a work just like, I don't know, like a crazy person, really. So in the terms of thinking, like, your channel completely changed my mind, the way I actually think about YouTube now. Like, completely. That's the way it is. Thank you so much. And I will catch up with the stream.
Yeah, and focus on the people who you can help. That's all you can do as someone who has an education channel. Focus on the people you can help. If people want to leave, they can leave. A lot of them will probably come back over time because you've provided value. but focus on those you can help. That's all you can do.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Cheers, man. Nice to see you, Zane.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, that was actually a fantastic question. That was a really, really good question. So thanks, Zane, for coming on. So for those of you who are just joining us, we're doing a stream today where if you've never live streamed before, or maybe you have live streamed once or twice, maybe you're shy, maybe you're not comfortable, that tech is overwhelming you or whatever, and you've got questions, you can come on and stream with me today. We can kind of work through those things. Or maybe you just have got a problem with YouTube that you're trying to figure out. We can come on and talk about that as well. So Ry Robio has a question. It says, I have under 200 subscribers. Should I start streaming now or wait until I'm bigger? I think you should start streaming now. The reason being is because you have to learn the tech. You have to learn the technical side to YouTube. You have to understand, like if I'm talking right now and my camera starts glitching or it goes black or the audio cuts out, I gotta figure out how to fix that. And over time, believe me, you're gonna have problems when you're live streaming. You're gonna have problems when you least expect it. So you gotta learn the tech. You gotta become the tech to live streaming needs to become second nature to where if you're having a tech issue, you can continue having a conversation while you're fixing tech issues. I have things going all the time. I got like audio things going on and sometimes I got echoes. You don't know it when you're watching me, but while I'm doing the live stream, occasionally I'll look over here and I'll try to fix something because I've done it enough to where I understand how to fix most problems. Also, I can tell you this, it's a lot more, in my opinion, it's a lot more fulfilling to you as a creator. And I know you want as many people in there as possible. Everybody wants hundreds, if not thousands of people in their live streams, and that's really cool. But anyone who's had a large live stream, you understand that a smaller live stream is a lot more intimate. You can answer everyone's questions. You can address everyone. You can have a conversation with the people that are actually there for you versus if you have a really big live stream and the chat is just spinning like crazy, it's really difficult to see anything that anybody says and people can feel left out. So there's something really intimate and really special about having a newer channel and having a live stream where just a couple of people show up. I actually stream over on Twitch sometimes because I love only having like 5 or 10 people show up. I think that's awesome because then I can have a conversation with those 5 or 10 people and we can just have a good time and I don't have to worry about upsetting someone because I missed their comment in the chat. So yeah, get started. Question, do you have to show yourself when live streaming? This is a great question. You don't have to show yourself in live streaming. But if you can put a face to it, it can definitely help build that relationship between you and the viewer, you and the person who's hanging out with you. If you never saw me, there was no face to put behind it. I mean, yeah, you could build it up to where there's some mystery involved, but when you put a face to something, it's easier to make that connection. Now, I don't know what type of content that you make, but if you're doing something technical, and you have like an overhead camera shot and all you're doing is like showing them something technical and it's an overhead camera shot and it's just your hands or whatever. And then you have a microphone and you are narrating your live stream. I think that would be fine. That would be fine if that's how you want to do it. You don't have to get in front of the camera, but there is a deeper connection that can be made when you are in front of the camera. At the very least, if you're only going to show your hands, or something that you're doing, at the very least, get a microphone so you can actually communicate with the chat, so you can narrate while you're actually doing your live stream. That's a great question. Big streamers make it look smooth like professionals. Yeah, well, the big channels, it's smooth because they've done a ton of live streams. They've done this a lot. They understand all the glitches and the texts and whatever, the texts. And it's just, it becomes second nature. So they can easily live stream and look at the camera and check out the chat and look at their boards or whatever they need to do and carry the live stream that way. And another thing with live streams is the faster you start live streaming, I start live streaming now because there's a weird thing that happens. And those of you who live stream know exactly what I'm talking about. When you're doing a video, you can speak until you run out of steam and you can stop recording and you can edit it so it all flows together. But when you're doing a live stream, there's no edit button. And if you do long, awkward pauses, it's not good for the stream and people lose interest and it's not very entertaining. So you have to learn how to keep the conversation flowing. And that takes practice, the gift of gab, so to speak. You want to learn how to communicate and just keep the conversation going, even when nobody shows up. Even when nobody's communicating with you in the chat, you want to learn how to talk about things and keep things flowing while looking at the camera, while looking at the chat, while checking out your gear, right? There's all these things that you have to juggle, and your brain kind of goes into overdrive trying to keep that conversation going. And when you do that and you become efficient at that, and yeah, you're going to make mistakes. Everybody does. I trip over my words all the time. But by doing that, you become better at speaking. You become more comfortable in front of the camera. So start streaming. Get on it. Joel from Sydney, Australia. Joel, how you doing, sir?
Hey, D. How are you?
Great. How you doing?
Good. I have a good question. I'm a travel vlogger.
Okay.
I've watched a lot of your channels.
Joel from Sydney, Australia.
Can you put in headphones or maybe turn down the volume a little bit?
Yes,
my echo is, or my voice is coming through as an echo. I'm gonna mute you temporarily while you get that sorted. I'll pull you back up here in just a second. All right. When I see that get plugged in, I'll turn your audio back in because my voice is coming through your speakers. So yeah.
Some audio headphones.
Yep. All right. Take your time. We'll wait for Joel to do that. I will cover a couple more questions here. Joel from Down Under. You got it. Let me see. I'm scrolling up through the questions here. I get viewers all the time telling me they prefer smaller live streams. The chat doesn't move fast, and there's a lot of connection with the viewers. Yeah, listen, I've been in live streams with 20 people and 10 people or 5 people, and I've been in live streams with 500 people. It's exciting to know that 500 people have showed up to a live stream that you're part of, but at the same time, I can't have a conversation with 500 people, but I can have a conversation with 10 people. Or 20 people or 5 people. So yeah, there's something cool about smaller live streams. I agree with D. A smaller live stream is better. The chat goes crazy when there's 100 plus people. Yeah, exactly. Where we're at right now, about 50 people for me, that's about the limit. There's going to be some messages that I am going to miss, but I can get to a lot of them. But this is kind of around the sweet spot for me. Once it gets over this, I mean, I'm appreciative that people want to come, but I kind of start losing track of the chat at that time. Joel, how you doing, man?
Yes. Oh, got some headphones on, so.
Perfect. What can I help you with?
So I'm trying to do YouTube Live. I'm trying to do YouTube Live. Yes, I'm trying to do YouTube Live through my laptop, but it's saying I need to connect to some software.
Okay, how are you trying to go live? What are you using software? What are you doing? Tell me your process. Are you using StreamYard? Are you using OBS or?
I haven't got anything at the moment.
Okay.
I haven't got any software at the moment.
Okay, so you're trying to go live through YouTube directly.
Yes.
Through YouTube directly. And do you know what the software that it's telling you that you need, the name of it?
It's not telling me what to use. It's just telling me that I need to connect to software.
But it's not giving you a name. Oh, how many subscribers do you have?
Only 5 at the moment.
Okay. Have you verified your channel yet with YouTube?
I have, yes.
You have. So like youtube.com/verify. It is verified.
Yes.
Okay. How long ago did you do that? The verification? Is that recent?
I've only done that once. So.
Yeah, you only have to do it once, but have you done that recently within?
It seems pretty recently. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe about a week ago I did that because I do magic and I want to do magic for families on YouTube. So
I see. Here's what I want you to do. Do you have a smartphone?
I do have a smartphone, yes.
Okay. What I want you to do is the next time you get that message from YouTube, any error that you get or any message that you get for them, I want you to take a screenshot, take a picture of it from your phone. Do you have a Twitter account?
No. Oh, yes, I do. Sorry.
You do. Okay, so here's what you do. Take a picture with your phone. It's my name on Twitter. So just send me a message on Twitter publicly at D Nimmin. Upload the picture and say, hey, D, it's Joel from Down Under. This is the message that I'm getting from YouTube. If I can see what that says, then I can help. I'll follow you there, and then I can I'll send you a DM back and forth, and we can kind of work through it that way. But without me actually seeing what's going on in the message you're giving you, it's hard for me to troubleshoot that. But if I can see what it looks like, then
that'd be great.
It'll give me a better idea of what you're actually dealing with and what the error is, and I can look into it that way. So
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so just make sure you at me, send me the picture, and then I can figure out what's going on from there. Because if you got a laptop, your internet connection looks stable, so you're obviously able to go live. I mean, you're live right now, so you're obviously able to do it, but there's just something in the way there that YouTube is telling you. Have you tried a different browser by chance?
Yeah.
You have? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah. So next time you get the error, just send me a picture of that, and we'll try to.
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, you haven't tried a different browser. Okay. For example, I have the Chrome browser on my computer. I have Firefox on my computer, and I have Edges on my computer. When I have an error with anything, uploading a video, going live, or whatever, I do the exact same thing on another browser. Sometimes there's just a connectivity issue or something on a browser that has an error on one browser, but it works perfectly fine on another. So try that, because you could have a plugin or there's something in your current browser that's causing a connectivity issue. But if you change your browser, it could actually work.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I'll be looking forward to the tweet, man, and then we'll take it from there.
No problem, D.
Hey,
Thank you
stay
very
safe
much.
down there. You're in Sydney, right?
Yeah, we're in lockdown. Yes.
Full lockdown. Yeah.
Yes.
Stay safe, man. Have a good one. Cheers.
Thank you, D. Thank you.
Donatella, you're going to be up in just a moment here. I'm going to see if I can tackle this. YouTube won't let him go directly live. Well, see, he's using a computer though, so that's on a mobile device. If you're using a computer, you can go live on a laptop. So YouTube's thing is, if you've got a mobile device, they block you from going live with 1,000 subscribers natively in the YouTube app. Third-party software would get around that. On a computer, you should be able to go live, unless they've changed that recently. But when they changed it over to the 1,000 subscribers, that only applied to mobile users. I haven't seen anything on that blocks that from a desktop, unless that's a recent change. Because I have test channels that have way under 1,000 subscribers, and I can go live on my desktop. I've got like one test channel with like 2 subscribers on them, and both of them are me. I can go live with no problem. I had to verify, and it only works on the desktop. Let me see here. See if I missed anything else. There, that's my Twitter handle. Donatella, how are you doing?
Hi there.
Hi, thanks for joining me. How are you doing?
Nice to meet you. I'm fine, thanks.
Great. What can I do for you? This is your first time streaming?
No.
Oh, so you're a pro. You're a pro.
No, I'm not a pro. Gosh, no, I'm not a pro. I have lots of questions. Life's a journey. You learn every single day,
Yeah.
and I don't know how I came across your channel, but, whenever you go on, I try to just come in and listen for a few minutes and try to learn something or another, and, try to ask a question here or there. But your chats are usually moving pretty swifty. So I don't know, you may not be able to get to all of the questions. So
it's difficult to make eye contact with the camera and read all the messages as they go, but I know what I can.
I know, because when I go live, I usually, and I was actually about to go live. I usually give people like a 5-minute notice, and I usually get about 100 people in my chat, and I'm selling in my YouTube channel. So
Okay.
I'm trying to read the chat and sell the merchandise. But anyways, what I wanted to ask you was, and I asked this question the other night, you had somebody on. I don't know if it's a YouTube myth, but my YouTube channel isn't growing. I started my YouTube channel about 3 years ago, and I'm at about 4,000 subscribers.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But to me, that's compared to other YouTube channels that I follow, it's very slow growing. And I use it as a family vlog.
Okay.
And for selling.
What do you sell?
So I have an auctioneer who lives in New York City, and we get on together, and she calls my auction for me. I buy storage units.
Okay, pause.
Yeah.
Make it make sense to me how selling storage units have anything to do with a family vlog.
Well, because like, for example, yesterday's video was my daughter and I emptying out a storage unit. Okay. So we work together, we make memories. I look at YouTube as a great place where my kids can go back to years from now, God willing, if YouTube stays around for that long, and they can go back and they can see their mom and themselves and what we used to do when they were teenagers. And it's a great place to store movies and store memories. And in the same time, I'm making money because I'm monetized by YouTube, and I'm making money selling the goods that I'm finding in storage units.
Okay. Are all of the videos that you're making with your family, are all of them related to storage units, or are you also mixing in other? Okay, I'm looking at your channel now.
I'm mixing it in.
That's what you're doing wrong.
I'm mixing it in. I'm doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
There's where that's where it's going astray. Here's the problem with that.
Okay.
Where are you having the most success? What type of content?
When I go live.
Okay, but what are you talking about when you go live?
I'm selling.
You're selling. Okay.
I'm talking about my personal life, how my day went, how the weekend was. I mean, I go live almost every day.
Okay.
Sometimes
that's good. It's personal, right?
Sometimes I go live at like midnight. Sometimes I go live for first thing in the morning for coffee. Very spontaneous. Okay. I just made a thumbnail. I just throw up a live and hope people show up. And I'm very lucky that people do show up.
Okay. Here's what's going wrong. Let's say I find your channel because I'm interested in storage units. Whatever. Maybe I want to get into buying it. Maybe I want to get into, are you doing reselling in there as well? Like cleaning them out and reselling things, or auctions? Is it all auctions?
Sometimes it's buy it nows, but for the most part, everything's auctions.
Okay.
So I buy storage units. I do a video. I clean out the storage units. Sometimes I do them live. Sometimes I do them pre-recorded. Okay. Because I feel like I don't have enough pre-recorded content. And I'm wondering if that's something that, might be hurting me.
Yeah, right. So there's two things. There's two things here. One, if I find your channel because I'm interested in storage unit auctions, that's a certain type of viewer. They're interested in what they came for, auctions at a storage unit. Okay. And I find your live stream, or I find a piece of pre-recorded content about storage units, about the auctions, about what you found inside of a storage unit. And then you upload a video with you and your daughter going to Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. That's okay. Interesting.
Exactly what I do.
Oh, okay. I might not click on that one. And YouTube sees that. Okay. This viewer didn't like that video. And then you upload another video. Here's me and my daughter going to, I don't know, the water park. Okay. Definitely not interested in that. These last two videos had nothing to do with storage units. YouTube sees that me as a viewer, I did not click on those last two videos. So guess what YouTube does? YouTube stops showing me your content.
They stop making them recommended. Like, how you get on the streams, people that watch this also watched this video. Is that where that's where they recommend?
Right. Like just in general, let me share my screen, and I'm just going to randomly go over to YouTube here. Hold on one second.
And then I often wonder, like, your name on your YouTube channel really doesn't tell anybody anything. Like, I use my given name. I use my actual given name. So when someone searches me out, or someone searches a certain thing out, they're not going to find me because I use my name unless they search out my name.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Unless people know your name for some reason, like if you become a public speaker and you're talking about whatever it is that you want to become an expert on or be known for, or maybe you have a book or something like that, then people will search your name. Excuse me. If all of your videos have to do with storage units and auctions and that sort of thing, people are going to find you by searching for storage units, right? Or people are going to find you because YouTube put your live stream or your pre-recorded video about those storage units in front of them when they open up YouTube. So looking at, this is just a random thing here on my YouTube homepage. So if I open it up and you start going through here, you can see the types of videos that I've been watching. You're going to see all sorts of different things here, from news, from music mixing and mastering, to traveling, to cartoons. You're going to see all kinds of different content that's on here. Now, some of this content YouTube is recommending to me. Some of this content, I don't subscribe to these people, but YouTube says, hey, we think based on your viewing habits, based on your past viewing habits, we think that you're going to like these videos. Okay? They look at what I look at, and they also look at what I don't look at. So what's going to happen is I find you because of the storage units. You start uploading family vlogs that I'm not interested in. That's going to drastically lower the chances of your next storage video or any of your videos showing up on that person's homepage, even if they're subscribed to your channel. Even if they have notifications turned on, you're lowering the chances that they're going to find out that you uploaded a video. However, the opposite of that happens. If every one of your videos has to do about auctions and storage, and people are captivated by that, and they're showing up and they're just watching one video after another video. Wow, you're live tomorrow? I'm going to go hang out on that live stream. And you're live the day after that? I'm going to hang out on that one. Wow, you uploaded a video about storage? I'm going to watch that video. Even if they are not subscribed, YouTube sees that and says, this viewer loves this content, loves this channel. We're going to make sure that every time that viewer opens up their YouTube app or their YouTube on the desktop, there's probably going to be one of your videos showing waiting for them, right? So it works for you and it works against you. This is the importance of niching down. By niching down, you attract an audience that's interested in the content that you're making. As soon as you start to deviate from that and you start to upload content that the viewers didn't subscribe for, then YouTube starts to notice this person didn't click. This person isn't watching. Multiple viewers didn't click. Multiple viewers are not watching. We're going to stop showing this channel to these viewers because they are no longer interested. And because these viewers are no longer interested, they're going to look at what other videos these viewers watch off of your channel. And they're going to try to find other viewers that are like them and say, we're also not going to show your videos to these types of people because they're probably also not going to click. Right?
Yeah. So I guess, so when I put my tags in my videos, I'll put tags everywhere from, mom hustler, storage unit buyer, love, family, you go girl, don't stop. So that do you put tags in all of your videos when you go to upload a video? Do you think tags are really important when it comes to creating videos or doing content or going back and putting commercials on? Do you add tags to your videos? Like a tag's an important thing to use.
Let me show you something really quick. So this is my own video. This is inside the YouTube studio. I don't think they show you this on the mobile app yet. I haven't uploaded something on the mobile app in a while, but this is inside the YouTube studio when it comes down to tags.
Right.
Right here. YouTube says right here, tags can be useful if your content in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find your video.
Interesting. I never read that.
Tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find your video. That doesn't mean they play no role. It's a minimal role.
Minimal.
Note that they still give us a feature, and note that they didn't say it plays no role. It just says minimal role.
Right.
That being said, I use tags. I don't use them on the live stream because my lives are completely different than my pre-recorded content. Pre-recorded content, I always use tags, and I always, I'll rank for certain things. Now, here's the thing with ranking with tags. This is how it ranks for me. It might rank for you differently. So, if you're using something like vidIQ or TubeBuddy or something like that, the results here can be skewed a little bit because it's based on how it's going to show for you, not always necessarily how it's going to show up for everybody. So when I do use tags, I make sure that my name is in there. I make sure that my name is in there with and without a space. And I make sure that I use tags that are relevant to the video themselves. If there's any misspellings or anything like that, I also use that as a tag. What I do not do is I do not use tags that are not relevant to my channel, that are not relevant to the video. So if you're doing storage auctions, I would not put anything in there like, you go girl and stuff like that. Has no reference to your video whatsoever.
Well, it has to do with kind of like the family vlog. Do you mind looking at my channel and seeing what your thoughts are on my thumbnails? If you think they might be too busy, or if I don't know, tell me what you think about them, because I just read a message. Tags is the last thing I worry about. Topic, title, thumbnails, full stop. Storage unit content is hot. You keep high energy throughout it. Well, you know what? To be honest with you, I'm probably not like your typical storage unit video person.
Okay.
Where I'm like, oh my God, I just found a pot of gold. Because you know what? In real life, it's really not like that.
Okay. Well,
so
I've got your channel pulled up, and I'm just gonna run through.
Those are all really old. The ones that you're seeing there are really old ones. I wonder why they're stacked that way.
Because you have them set up for uploads to be first, and I can show you where to change all of this in just a second. So first thing I'm looking at here. Okay, what do you want to be known for?
Mom hustler.
Hustler. But
CEO of the Bottolino family.
But what does that mean? What does that mean to somebody who doesn't know your family?
That means that,
by the way, I'm going to ask a series of questions. I don't mean to be offensive or disrespectful.
I'm an open book, man.
I'm just trying to
tell you something. I am like such an open book, and I think that's what kind of people like about me is my honesty and the fact that I'm an open book.
All right, so why? Like, why? Tell me why that's what you want to do, because I'm getting mixed messages here. You want to be known as the mom hustler, the CEO of your family, but you're making videos primarily about storage facility auctions. So let's kind of reverse engineer this. So if I look at your channel art, I see you want to be the CEO of your family, mom hustler, live auctions, buy it now specials, live talk shows, home. Okay. Do you know Donna? Now I'm going to pick your channel art apart because that's what I do. This means nothing to somebody who doesn't know who you are. That means nothing to people who you have not provided value for yet.
That's what my friends call me.
Oh yeah, but right, you're stuck at 4,000 subscribers and you're not growing. So that means you need to start reaching out to a broader audience, to people who don't know you. That's how you grow, right? If the people who know, if everybody who's watching you knows you, you're not growing. You're stuck in the mud.
Yeah, everybody who's watching me, I get maybe 5 new subscribers a week, 6 new subscribers. Well, right. The past month, I think I had 43. I had a few channels shout me out, and I got I think last time I checked the back office, it was 43 new subscribers. That to me is terrible. It's very, very low.
Super chat.
Carter P, thanks for the super chat. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Carter.
All right, but think about this for a second. If I don't know you,
yes,
and I come across your channel,
yes.
And I come across your channel because YouTube thought I wanted to watch one of your storage auctions. And I watched your storage auction. It could have been a live stream. It could have been a pre-recorded video. And I go, wow, that was really cool. I'm going to click over here to the homepage and see what the rest of the channel is about. Knowing that I came there for an auction video, and I want to see what the rest of your channel is about. Looking at your channel art, what do you think to that viewer is the most important thing in that channel art? And by the way, I love the color scheme and the butterfly. So
well, thank you. So all of those thumbnails that are stacked right there are like, if you look, they're really old. They're from like, I consider myself like a real rookie. Like when I was making those, like, I think my thumbnails now are a little bit better than those.
Let's focus on the channel art at the top. We'll get to
Okay,
the thumbnails
channel art. I'm sorry.
We're gonna start at the top and we're gonna move down.
Yeah, when you said channel art, in my brain, what registered was thumbnails. When you said channel art, sorry. Okay, so my channel art. So let's look at that. So you think, all right? Let's get rid of "Do you know Donna?" So we'll get rid of that completely.
Okay, let me scribble this out. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, that's not thick enough. Do you know Donna? Okay, that is not important to somebody who's just trying to figure out what's going on in your channel. Okay, next.
Great. Okay. The description below the Donatella Bottolino, it's kind of there to tell people what my channel's about.
Okay, so in order, give it to me in order. I just found your channel because I watched one of your YouTube suggested one of your live streams to me, or a pre-recorded video about storage auctions. And by the way, everyone in the chat right now, this applies to you. This is not everything we're talking about right now. This isn't a one-off situation. This applies to every single person in here. So if you're confused and you're figuring out, why am I not growing? I feel like just something's not missing. Follow along with us because we're going to deconstruct this. And by the way, so Carter P left a super chat and he came back and says, where's the funk? Because I always play funk with the super chats. So Carter P, play a little
Super chat.
there you go, Carter P. There you go. Little funk for you.
So can I just give a shout out to Heather MC? She is she's one of my customers and one of my friends. And I just posted this on my community page and I wrote, I'm going live on this channel in just a few minutes. Sunday night is usually my live night. I go on anywhere from like 8 to 10. So that's why she's in there and she's saying, Donna, I'm confused. Like what's going on? I'm a guest on a channel, Heather.
All right. We got one more super chat. Doug Houston. Thank you, my man.
Super chat.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Doug.
Okay, so we're gonna go back and we're gonna start continuing.
D. Hewitt's here. Hi, D. Hewitt. It's another one of my people. You guys make sure you subscribe.
So again, we're gonna deconstruct this. I'm a viewer. YouTube recommended your live stream to me about an auction.
Okay.
I click over in your homepage to see what else is going on, to see if this is a channel that's going to be for me because I'm interested in storages and auctions. So we got rid of the top part.
Okay.
Tell me in order of the things at the bottom. What do you think is important to that viewer?
Okay. So the first thing, and you know what? Hey, Adam. Hello. Hi, sweetheart. I've known Adam for years and years. Okay. So you know what? I will invite your chat to even put in the comments what is important to them. But to me,
let's do it. I love it. Listen, everybody watching right now.
Yeah.
Let's play through this. You are someone who found her channel because you're interested in storage auctions. Type in the chat right now of the things she says in her header there, or maybe the things that she does not say. If you think she's missing something, type it in the chat right now, what you think it should be or what you think she's missing. Go ahead and type that in the chat while she explains what order she thinks it should be in.
Okay. So the number one thing I think that should be listed is mom hustler.
Okay. Pause. Why?
Because I'm a mom of 4 kids.
Okay.
I work 7 days a week and I basically maintain 2 households.
Okay.
I hustle. I bought this home that I'm in. I call it my reseller cottage. I bought it about 5 months ago. Some resellers say that they're outgrowing their reseller room. Well, I outgrew my space so much that I had to buy an entire home. This is a home that I broadcast out of. It's just under 2,000 square feet. And I bought it just about 4 months ago. I bought this house. So I maintain 2 houses. I have 4 kids. One of my children lives in heaven, but I'll always say I have 4 kids. And yeah, I'm a mom hustler.
Okay.
I'm a mom.
Okay. I love that. You just painted a picture for me. So my next question to you is, when you're making your videos and when you're titling your videos, are you targeting mom hustlers like yourself to learn how to do what you do? Are you targeting mom hustlers? Yes or no?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think I am.
Okay, then you're not. If you don't think you are, then your answer is not. Then what that means is everything that you just told me, as amazing as it is as a single mother and all the things that you're doing, which is absolutely amazing, when it comes to YouTube, if you're not targeting mom hustlers, everything you told me doesn't matter. The viewer does not care unless they are a mom hustler like yourself and you're trying to teach them what you're doing. If you're targeting mom hustlers, it matters. If you're not targeting mom hustlers, none of that matters. To the person who's interested in learning about storage facilities and auctions.
Do you think it would help if I put mom hustler like in all my titles? Like I always my titles, I always put live is my first word that I usually if it's a live where I do go live almost 6 days a week. Where most people upload videos 6 days a week and go live one day, I do the opposite. I go live every day.
Okay, so here's what I'm seeing with your channel. You are in a power struggle for 2 different things.
Okay.
You have mom hustler life, your family vlog. You want to archive your content so your children can see these videos later. You've got all of this stuff that you're proud of and you should be. Thank you. Moms are just the most amazing people on the planet, no doubt about that. So you've got this. On the other hand, what people are coming to you for, what's resonating with people, and for business opportunities, which you are selling, that's your business, right?
Yes.
It's about storage facility auctions.
Yes.
Those two don't mix. Those two, as much as you want them to mix, as much as you want to marry those two and make it make sense, they don't mix. Period. You're not targeting mom hustlers on your channel. None of that makes any sense. What I would do, my advice to you, make a new channel. Make a new channel. Put all of your personal, be the mom hustler that you were born to be, and build a channel completely wrapped around being a mom hustler. You can make videos that can help other single. Did you say you were a single mother?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood you.
No. My husband, no, I've been married to the same man. I've known my husband since he was 14 years old.
My apologies. I misunderstood. It's okay. So you can build a whole channel just about being a mom hustler, giving tips and tricks to other moms with multiple kids and so on and so forth. It's a mommy channel. You can have a mommy channel and you can just thrive on a mommy channel. You can target other mothers who are or maybe mothers who are expecting their first child, and they're like, God, I'm going into motherhood. How do I handle this? You're like, hey, I've got 4 kids. I got you. Let me walk you through this thing called motherhood. You could just do an entire channel on that while working your family into that and archiving the videos so your children will have those videos forever. You have an entire channel around mommyhood, around being a mom hustler. The other channel is about storage unit auctions. Hyper focused on storage unit auctions, and every single piece of content that you're getting ready to put up on that channel, you got to pause and you got to say, does this video match? Does it have anything to do with storage units and auctions with storage units? If the answer is no, it goes on the other channel. If the answer is yes, you put it up on the storage unit channel. That's totally what I would do with your situation, because you're fighting, going back and forth between 2 totally different things. As someone who's interested in storage facilities and auctions, I don't care about your mommy life when it comes to YouTube. I mean, it's amazing that you're doing it, but I'm a viewer and I'm just trying to learn about auctions with storages on storage facilities. I don't care about the family stuff. I don't care about any of that stuff. If you want to grow, you want to reach a larger audience, so you have to hyper focus, especially because you're trying to make sales. What do you sell exactly? What you get out of the storage facility? Is that what you sell?
Yeah, like the storage unit I emptied out the day before yesterday was a gamer's unit. Holy cow, the gaming consoles and the games that I got, I've only sold a fraction of them, and I've already I did so well with that. So it really depends.
So Butterfly Hustles makes a great point, and I totally agree. She says all of your subscribers you have now will follow. I'll add something to that. All of the subscribers you have now who care about your mommy hustle life will follow. And those are the right people. Those are the right people, right? You want to cultivate the right audience for each channel. You don't want to mix that audience up. Imagine, right? So I help YouTubers, I help mobile content creators, I help live streamers. Imagine if half of my content was how to rebuild your car engine. You would be like, D, I'm not interested in your car engine stuff, right? I'm here because I want to learn how to make my YouTube channel better, how to live stream, yada, yada, yada. I don't care how to rebuild your carburetor. I didn't sign up for that. Put that on 2 different channels. Now I'm cultivating 2 different audiences, and that makes both channels more valuable at that point. But trying to force 2 totally different niches that are clashing, that's just not going to work. That's why you're growing slow.
Thank you for the compliments, Adam and Jules. I really appreciate it. I'm reading the chat as you're talking. So I think, given your advice, and I'm going to take your advice and I'm going to think about it, I think that the best option would be for me to start a channel and hope that the subscribers that I have on my existing Donatella Bottolino channel will follow over to a channel that will be primarily just lives, emptying storage units and selling the items on the storage units, and keep my Donatella Bottolino channel as my personal blog, mom hustler. I mean, I think if I'm understanding you correctly, that's what you think I should do.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you to decide which channel is going to be which. Right? Keep in mind that if you do start a brand new channel for your auctions, you are starting at 0 on that. You could make a video or a live stream, let people know that you are creating a second channel for that. You will be starting at 0. It's going to be a slower thing. I might even consider doing it backwards while you keep your current channel. Like if that's your moneymaker, I would keep that your moneymaker. I would go through and I would unlist, don't delete it. You don't have to private it. Unlist any video that does not have to do with what it is you want to be known for that channel. If it's auctions and storage facilities, unlist every video that does that. And when it comes back to your channel here, so of these things up here, your name, and again, and by the way, you got a beautiful name. I love your name. It sounds like an actress name. I love it.
Thank you.
Your name, as much as I love it, as cool as that font looks, to someone who doesn't know you yet, is the least important thing on here. Imagine if instead of your name really big, by the way, keep your name on there, but imagine if the biggest thing is, and by the way, tell me exactly what you're doing with the storage units. Give me your elevator pitch. Give me your quick elevator. If we met in an elevator at a VidCon or VidSummit event and you're like, hey, I got a YouTube channel. I'm like, cool. What's your YouTube channel about? Tell me in a quick sentence what your YouTube channel is about.
I buy estate sales. I buy storage units. I buy pallets, and I wholesale the merchandise out to resellers. I'm a wholesaler to resellers. Like my business during the pandemic boomed because I continued to buy storage units. I continued to buy, I live in South Florida. I live in the Palm Beaches. A lot of very, very wealthy people bring all of their treasures down here. Okay. It's so, elevator. Oh, sorry. It was an elevator.
Yeah, elevator pitch.
Oh, sorry. But I have a bad habit.
But okay, let's rephrase this. Instead of telling me what you do, tell me with an elevator pitch what's in it for me. Tell me in an elevator pitch, just one quick sentence, what your channel is going to do for me. Why should I watch your channel? Tell me that.
Well, you know what? Butterfly Kisses just said, Donatella, I'll be the first to subscribe because I watch your auctions because of you, not really of the auction, just the type of person that I am. So
that's a different viewer, though. She's not buying anything.
No,
that's not business related. You are going to have viewers who come to you just because they like you. That's a different type of viewer. right? We're not counting those people because they're on board no matter what. You could start a channel tomorrow where you rebuild Hot Wheels toys and they would come hang out with you because they like you as a person. So we're not talking about them right now. We're talking about growing your channel, being more attractive to a broader audience so you can bring in more people to grow your business. That's what you want, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we're going to focus on. So give me an elevator pitch then tell me why I should watch your channel. With one sentence, what is it that your channel does that should be of interest to me? That's a tough one, isn't it?
I think that if you watch my channel, that I will inspire you.
Okay, but we need to be specific here because you're selling something. You're selling something. What can I buy? If I come to your live stream auction, what can I buy?
Gosh. It all depends on what I have. I mean, I never know from like week to week what I'm going to be offering my audience. Like, I just don't know. Like, you know, a month ago I had 1,000 cookbooks, some of them with signatures from famous chefs in them from a mansion estate in Palm Beach. Like, I don't know. Like, that's a really hard question for me to answer because I don't know what you would gain from it. I mean, you may find some treasures that you wouldn't otherwise, find. And these are all people that are in my circle. Like Jeebus has been doing it. Yeah, Pirate is a friend of mine.
Okay, but do you see right here in the channel art? Do you see what this is? He's got the word storage auction pirate. Now I understand that's his name.
Yeah.
But I know with those 3 words what this channel is about. 3 words just told me what's happening on his channel.
Yeah.
3 words. And I know exactly what's happening on his channel. So what you need to think of is, I mean, it could be something that easy. It could just say, unbelievable. It could, you could sell a little bit, right? Like unbelievable storage auctions.
But it's not just storage auctions. You have to understand. Like,
okay, what else is it?
I also buy entire estates. Like I have videos of me going in and liquidating an entire estate, like an entire home. Like recently I bought an estate of this Palm Beach socialite and she died penniless. So I did a video. It was like a series of 4 videos. It took us like 4 days.
How about storage, treasures, and estate auctions? Storage, treasures, and estate auctions with Donna Botolino. How do you pronounce your last name? Botolino?
Yeah, Botolino.
Botolino. Okay. Storage, treasures, and estate auctions with Donatella Botolino, with your name being the smallest part, with storage, treasures, and estate auctions being the biggest thing.
Storage, treasures. Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
Something along those lines.
Something along those lines. Yeah.
Because then you're speaking directly to somebody who's interested in those things, right? Because you are doing estates, you've got the treasures that you find, you've got storage, right? So if I land storage auction pirate, I don't even have to think about it for a split second. I know exactly what this channel is about. You need something this clear. The clarity that he has is incredible. I know exactly what's going on. Now, for as nice as your channel art is, let me go backwards here. It looks great. The colors are fantastic. Everything is good. There's no imagery up there. There's no storage facility. There's no estate. There's no anything. So here's what I would do. I would go over to Fiverr or someplace, get a graphic designer, come up with the words that you want to use, simplify everything, and get some imagery of storage facilities or some auction going on or stuff that you got from an estate sale, and put some imagery up there. So when you land, your messaging is, hey, I go to estates, I clean out storage units, and I find all kinds of things and I auction them off. So the viewer knows exactly what's going on. Now, once you have that put together, once you have that tagline or the mission statement at the top, or we call it the value proposition, Once you have that, you now have a North Star. You now have a direction to head in. So every piece of content on your channel has to be in alignment with one of the things that you're telling people your channel's about. Right? You have to, right now you don't have a North Star. You've got 2 stars and you're trying to head in 2 directions, and that's stopping you from growing.
Yeah, I can't. I think it's blocking me from, I wish there was a middle, but the middle alley is not really available.
No, I mean, we all have different hobbies and interests and things. Like I would love to introduce all sorts of things on this channel that have nothing to do with YouTube, but I can't do that because it would just murder my channel if I did. So, you're going to have to make that very difficult decision of separating your content, right? Like being a mommy and being an auctioneer and a state auction.
That's
2
not
totally different things.
No, but it's not though. Honestly,
It is.
It's not
to
separated.
you.
It's not separated.
Here, hold on. We'll pause for a second.
Okay.
Everybody in the chat.
Okay.
Simple yes or no answer. We got 71 people in here. Simple yes or no answer. Does being a mommy and a mom hustler have anything to do? Does it match in any way, shape, or form with estate and storage facility auctions? Simple yes or no answer. It makes sense to you because it's yours. It makes sense to you because it's yours. In your head, it makes sense because this is your baby. This is your thing, your creation. You want it to make sense.
Whoa, look at all those no's and nopes.
Mm-hmm.
Settle down, everybody. Settle down.
but here, you see, but this is what's stopping you from growing.
Yeah.
Because in your head, it makes sense because it's yours. You don't have to explain it to anybody because you get it. You understand it because it's your creation.
Right.
But to the outside world, it makes no sense to us whatsoever. You're comparing like apples with a car tire.
Okay, so I want to ask you a question. All right, see that video that I uploaded yesterday? What did I call it? With my daughter.
Live my reseller life.
Yeah,
my reseller life. Okay.
Yeah, live. Or my reseller life. Okay. So would you consider, so that to me is what I consider like a family vlog video. That video was me and my 17-year-old daughter going down to West Palm Beach and emptying out a storage unit live. I had 80 people watching me for 2.5 hours while we sifted through, made a pile for the homeless, made a pile to bring to auction, and made piles to throw away. Would a video like that be something that I would keep on my reseller channel?
Okay, so I'm going to let you answer the question. Let's say theoretically you changed your channel art and you added your value proposition in your channel art, and it said something like storage, treasure, and real estate auctions. Or it could be like storage and estate auctions and reseller life. That could be your value proposition. You word that however you want. Does that vlog align with that value proposition?
Yes.
Okay, then you keep it. Does going to Dunkin' Donuts with your daughter align with that value proposition?
But we go to Dunkin' Donuts for coffee before we go and empty out an estate or a storage unit.
Okay, but do you show that? Do you show that in the video?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Then
And it's so funny because people buy us coffee all the time, with the coffee app, and because they know that my girls are like addicted to Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, so that's good though, because your audience they're tuning into things that you're actually interested in. But here's the thing though. You've got a short and you got 1,000 views on it. That's great. But the messaging is wrong because your messaging says you're talking about coffee.
Yeah. That had nothing to do with reselling. It
had nothing to do with reselling.
But
if you were on your way to reselling and out of a 51-second video, only 15 seconds of it was you getting coffee before you go there. And the other however many seconds were actually you cleaning out the unit. Now it matches your value proposition. Now it matches you've got your North Star. Now it's in alignment with your North Star. But you going to Dunkin' Donuts for 51 seconds, even though your community loves it, it's not in alignment. So a little bit of editing there and a title change would then make it fit your value proposition. right? Then you've got this one up here. My daughter Angelina's first college game.
Yeah.
Did
Nothing
you
to do with my channel.
unlist it?
Unlist it.
Unlist
Has
it.
nothing to do with my channel.
Yep.
Nothing at all. The only thing that it has to do with my channel is that I live streamed the college game on my channel, and my viewers and I watched it together because they know my kids. My
Okay.
viewers know my kids. That's the only thing that has. It's a vlog. We watched it together while we streamed it.
Unlist it.
Okay.
Shorts, crazy rainstorms. Do you go to a storage facility or a state during that?
No.
Unlisted.
Okay.
See, now this one's good. I won what's inside a $30 storage locker. That fits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you keep that. Right?
Just so that you know, you got another very nice, generous super chat from New England Scratcher. I have 2 separate channels.
Super chat.
New England Scratcher, thank you so much. I have 2 separate channels, one scratching lottery tickets and one for playing slots. Even though they may be both gambling, they have a different audience. Yeah.
In New England Scratcher, I'm from Boston.
So
Throw that out there.
yeah, you're going to have to make this, you got to draw a line in the sand. Now, you also have to understand your current subscribers, the people who are involved, the people who they've gotten to know you, they know your daughters, they know your family. They're on board no matter what. Those people are on board no matter what. But that's not how you grow your channel. They're already on board.
Wait.
They're already on the ship. They're already on the train. You want to get more people on the train. And the only way you're getting more people on the train is to focus and appeal to a wider audience, a broad audience. That's how you're getting more. You want to pack the train. All your subscribers and the people who are hanging out and know that you love Dunkin' Donuts with your daughter and coffee, they're already on the train. They're ready to go. They're going to go with you anywhere. You need to get more people on the train.
I wanna just say to New England Scratcher, I had a business in Malden for 10 years. And I know Malden really, really well. I know the Regano family. I know a lot of people in Malden. What a small world. One of your viewers is from a hometown that I owned a business in. I've reinvented myself. I'm 57 years old. I am a senior citizen. I love saying that. But I've reinvented myself probably... I'm a true believer of reinventing yourself every 10 years. So I've owned multiple businesses and I've tried different ventures and I've tried different things. And I just, I jumped onto this YouTube thing because, I started watching YouTube about 5 years ago because I was teaching myself how to be a reseller. I was teaching myself how to be eBay reseller. So I started watching videos, eBay related.
Super chat.
Rye, thank you again for the super chat.
Oh, thank you, Rye. Yes, the Reganos. Chris was my age. Very sad what happened to Chris. I've known Chris since he was 2 years old. Wow, New England Scratcher. Huh, that's interesting. Small world. Okay.
So yeah, you're going to have to make this decision. Because you're already getting people showing up for your auctions and estate sales here, I would create a second channel for the mommy stuff and the family stuff.
Okay.
And then come up with your own thing that clearly defines in your channel art what your channel is about. Right? Like the storage, was it storage pirate? What is it? Storage auction pirate.
Auction pirate, yeah.
That is so simple that nobody even has to pause to think about what it is. But when I look at your channel art, I go like, what is going on here? Am I looking at mommy stuff? Am I looking at like family stuff? I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
You need to be laser focused.
Yeah.
With what you're doing. Every title needs to be laser focused. Your channel art needs to be laser focused. Your thumbnails need to be laser focused. Like everything needs to be laser focused on exactly what it is you're doing on your channel. And you if you want to grow, here's the thing though. If you came to me and you said, hey, D, I don't really care about growing my channel. I don't want to sell things. I'm just having a good time. Do you have any advice? I'm going to say, yeah, then none of this matters. Mix all the content up. It doesn't matter. But because you want to grow, you're going to have to make choices here.
And I want to grow.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah, just create a second channel, put all your personal stuff on one channel, and then just laser focus, messaging, everything on here. And when you write your titles, make sure that the phrases that you're using in your titles and the terminology that you use in every single title, even your shorts, speaks to the viewer that would be interested in either your storage or your estate sales, whatever it is that the video's about.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
So thank you. So use the word storage units, estate sales.
Whatever it's about. If it's a video about
More.
estate sales, make sure that you've got something in there about estate sale or estate auction. Use those keyword phrases, because if I'm looking for estate sales and I'm going through YouTube looking for estate sale information, looking for videos, and I see videos that are titled with those in there, estate sale, estate auction, that sort of thing, you're speaking to me now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm clicking on that.
Right.
But if it's like, hey, we're going to Dunkin' Donuts, and then and then in the video you talk about an estate sale, I'm not clicking because I don't care that you're going to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
Now your current subscribers, I'll watch that because they love you anyway.
Right.
But you're not going to grow. You're not growing right?
Yes, I understand.
Right. Keep doing your vlogs, whatever you want to call them, but you have to wrap it around what your channel is about.
Yeah. You're awesome.
You're awesome.
Thank you for taking so much time to talk to me.
I love it. This is what I do. It's exciting. This is exciting stuff. You know, it's not difficult. It's just making a couple of decisions and laser focusing on what's important. And you need to focus on two different channels.
Do I don't know if it's appropriate to ask you this, but do I have permission to kind of take this little clip of me being on your channel with your advice and putting it on my channel?
You do.
I can do it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, I think my viewers would really like to watch it. Thank you, little crafty nook. Yes, thank you so much.
We have an amazing community here. Everybody in the chat, amazing people. They give amazing advice. They've been here for a while. I've been looking at the comments and the advice. Look at this. On Butterfly Hustle, she's been nailing it every time.
Yeah.
Estate and auction sales. Boom. Like, that's so simple.
Yeah, she's been overwatching me for. She doesn't usually comment though. I think that sometimes some people that watch me, like I'll have anywhere from 80 to 100 people during one of my lives. But if you count how many people are interacting, there's really only like 15 or 20 people interacting. I think a lot of people just like to sit back and just watch. Yep. And I think Butterfly is one of those, where she just kind of likes to sit back and watch.
Yep.
I sometimes have drama in my chat. I made a new.
I've heard the reselling community has a lot of drama in their chats.
So much drama.
So here's what I got for you. I want to see you make those changes. I know it's not going to be easy. Go through all of your videos, unlist first of all, come up with your new value proposition.
Yes.
Whatever that is. Remember, your name is not the most important thing.
Okay.
Whatever you're doing, it could be like estate and storage auctions, big, with, and then your name.
Yes.
Right? So you still got your personal branding on there.
And my picture.
Yeah, put your picture on there, and maybe it's a picture of you standing in front of a storage facility.
Yeah, that's not my number one thing.
Okay, whatever. Just a picture of you then. Whatever.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, I like estate sales better than storage. But anyways, okay, yes. All right, I'll work that out. So change my banner, unlist, right? The shorts and the ones that
whatever
have to do.
Whatever's not in alignment with your new value proposition, unlist them. Create a second channel and do all of your family stuff there. Do all of your mommy stuff over there, because you can build that into a amazing community of people, of mothers and family. You know what I mean? Like that's a whole nother community over there. And then you can build this community over here of resellers and people into auctions and estate sales and all of that stuff. Two totally different communities. Don't worry about the people who will follow you everywhere, because they will follow you everywhere.
All right.
So make those changes and come back and see me. We'll have a look at it then.
All right. I definitely will come back and see you.
Thank you so much for coming on. That was awesome. That was great working through that.
Yeah, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone in the chat for being so kind with your words and with your advice. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to making those changes.
See you soon. I actually come back and let me know. We're going to pull you back up and we're going to see what you've done.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to do it. Yes.
That's your homework.
All right.
You have an assignment.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. That was awesome. We that was a lot to work through, but we worked through that. That was awesome. So I have a couple other people who have been patiently waiting down here. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but Kamal, is that you down there? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Kamal Tech Vlog. I see you don't have a actual image. You need your webcam to come on. So while I'm waiting for your webcam to show up, I'm going to, there he is. How you doing, sir? Thanks for waiting.
Hi, Ray. I've been waiting for a long time.
I know you have.
Doubt.
Thank you for being patient. How can I help you?
Not a problem at all. The only doubt I have is today I did live streaming for the first time. Okay.
Can we get a congratulations in the chat? I love it.
The only doubt I have is there was a moment in the live stream, as my first live stream, like I had just burped in between. So can we change the audio on it?
The audio is bad on the live stream?
No, I had a burp in between the live
Oh,
stream.
a burp.
Just a normal burp. Yeah. Can
It's
we
okay.
edit that part?
Don't worry. Yeah, okay, yes, technically, yes, you can. Doug, help me out on this one. Inside of the YouTube editor, inside of YouTube Studio, I know you can trim off the beginning and the end. Can he just go in and edit out a burp on that one? I've never taken anything out of the middle. I've only taken things off of the beginning and the end. But here's the thing. If you cannot do it, how was the turnout? How many people?
Stream.
Okay, unlist it. If you're embarrassed of something that you did, unlist it then.
No, I'm not embarrassed. I was just
Okay, then roll with it.
in my future streams.
Hey, roll with it then. Here's the thing about live stream. How many times have you guys seen me in here? I mean, I sneezed earlier. I trip over my words all the time. Sometimes I say the wrong things or my brain will just turn off in the middle of a sentence. And you just own it. You own it and you move forward. But those are the things that make live streams amazing. And it just shows that you're human.
That's
So okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 64 people in the chat, yes or no, should he keep the burp? Should he keep the burp, yes or no? Butterfly Hustle says keep the burp. We all do funny stuff. Look at this. See? Burps are cool. Don't worry about it. Live is here. Roll with the punches. Burps. Keep it. Yes. Keep it. Yes. See? Nobody cares. Keep it.
I like the one which this guy told John Pullman.
Yeah, John's
Okay,
great.
that's great to know.
Yeah, keep the burp. Don't worry on a live stream about not being perfect. That's the beauty of live streaming. Live streaming is imperfect. We are going to make mistakes. We say the wrong things. We burp. We sneeze. We forget what we were going to say. I've spilled water. I've spilled coffee during a live stream. Sometimes I got to put it on pause and I got to go use the bathroom. It's live, right? Live happens. And that's the cool thing about being live is people get to see, you and, warts and all, which it was kind of fun. Where are you from?
I'm from India.
You're from, okay,
Bangalore.
that's my guess. Where at in India are you from?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Right on. I hope to get back to India someday. We spent some time there a couple years ago. I love the Udaipur or Udaipur. Udaipur? Is that how it's pronounced? Udaipur.
Yeah, it's in Rajasthan.
Yeah, the Rajasthan area was our favorite, and man, we had a lot of good times in India. Looking forward to getting back to it.
I know. I've been following you and Nick for a long time. I know you're stuck in Mexico now
Yeah.
for a long time, and you're waiting to come back to Thailand first.
Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a long time. It's been a year and a half. I've been stuck here in Mexico. So
And
yeah,
you
I
have
think
to unbox your 100,000 subscribers. This thing on the YouTube button.
overwhelmingly, I'm looking through the chats right now. Every single person in here is like, keep it. Yeah. But that goes to show you, like, that's the thing about live streaming. People don't really care if you make them. I mean, I wouldn't get into the habit of burping. I would try not to burp. But
No,
if you
no,
do,
this was my
but if you
first.
do, yeah. Well, congratulations on your first stream. That's awesome. When, right, there's a shirt that you need to sell. Burps happen, right? Sell it on a t-shirt. There you go. Burps happen.
I knew he'll be doing that because he's there in the community Illuminati.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Is there anything else I can help you with? I got a ton of people waiting down here. It's just the burping thing. Okay.
Just a small doubt I had. I was waiting for a long time to just clear that.
I know. Thank you for waiting. Listen, man, burps happen. We all burp. It makes you human. Those are the things that make you human.
But basically, in a live stream, you can just trim the beginning and in the end of the video in case you're having a timer or anything like that.
Right. Yeah. Anytime I do it, I only trim the beginning and the end. I actually don't know if you can trim the middle or not. I don't know if you can cut that out. I have no idea. Never tried.
Okay. Thank you for your help, Daddy.
John Pullum says you can always trust a burp. You can never trust a fart. That's right, man. Those are words to live by right there. So, and how do you pronounce your name? Kamal?
Kamal.
Kamal. Yeah.
Kamal. It's Kamal. My
Kamal.
full name is, you can't pronounce it. So
Okay.
it's Kamal Tech Vlog. My channel
Kamal.
is.
Okay, Kamal. Thank you for coming on. I hope that helps you with your burp moving forward. When is your next
Sure.
when is your next live stream?
I think so. I'm thinking of doing weekly ones. And I'll be
Awesome.
posting because I post about twice a week, normal videos. So one stream in between.
That's awesome. Yeah, own it. See, we got another right here. Quote maker says, "Own the burp." Right, there you go.
I'm famous now.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of live streaming. So listen, thank you so much for coming on. I've got some other people that are I got to pull up through here. And
Sure.
congratulations on your first live stream, and good luck with the second one. And if you burp, just keep it, roll with it, own it, and move forward.
Thank you for your help then.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I got some super chats I need to address here.
Super chat.
Conquest 3D, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, like John says, you can force yourself to belch to show him it's cool. Too late. I saw that too late. But I'm not going to burp on purpose. But if it sneaks out, if a burp were to sneak out, I would giggle and I would keep it. Pete Johns,
Super chat.
you can split and trim the middle, but keep it. Thank you. I knew it was something like that. Yeah, I've only ever trimmed the beginning and the end. I've never even tried to do anything with the middle. So thank you. Thank you for that. Hope you're doing well, dude. Let me go through here. Hey, the fat guy, bro, it's a burp. Live streams are much more relatable because of those moments like that, not polished off. Yeah, like if his channel was bigger and he had an audience that was already there and a lot of people there, like by that next stream, I would have opened a shop like on Spreadshop or Teespring or something with that shirt, like burps happen or something like that. Like his community would have probably had a lot of fun with that. Next, how you doing? I pronounce your name. Is it Ed?
It's Ayak.
Ayak, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm just seeing your message here. It says you wanted to see if you could give some motivation for live streaming for personal experience. If not, yeah, man, what's your motivation?
Awesome. Well, thank you. So I've started live streaming about 3 months ago, maybe 4 times a week, usually, maybe some more, sometimes less. I've been on vacation a little bit, but I stream gameplay, stuff like that. And some things that I wanted to share. I've grown with my channel a lot with that. The viewers that I have viewing my channel are better. We're growing closer together so that they watch all of my videos that I post, everything like that. They're just stronger viewers, and you build that relationship a lot better when you live stream. I've met a bunch of people who I never thought I would meet. I've met, so I do baseball kind of stuff. I'm a sports person, and I've met, I have a minor league baseball player who's in my streams a lot. Like you just meet different people. So a bunch of different people. So I wanted to share that.
That's awesome. You know, YouTube and just social media in general, once you start putting yourself out there, especially through live streams, I found that once I started incorporating live streams into my channel, it completely changed the dynamic of building those relationships. Like video is one thing, but when you do the live streams and people get to know you and you start to see those people show up and I almost burped. I can't believe it. I should have let that one rip. I covered my mouth. I covered my mouth to stop it, and I should have let it rip. I should have let that one rip. But yeah, just seeing the people come in and the inside jokes start to happen and people start to latch on to the things that are kind of quirky about you or the things that everybody finds funny as a community. I absolutely love live streaming. I wish I was able to grow a channel with just live streaming because I think it's very rewarding and it's a lot of fun. I think to go live. And like you said, other people come together. They get to know each other and friendships get formed in the community and through chats and stuff like that. It's just an amazing thing.
Yeah, I've been very surprised with the community that's been grown around just from the live streams. And I think it's crazy. Awesome thing.
It is. Real quick, let me...
Super chat.
Heidi, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. It says, D, thank you so much for putting me in the credits as your wardrobe person on the StreamYard game show. What a surprise. Yeah, so Daniel did that. We were trying to think of who are we going to get involved in this sort of thing. And I thought that was great. There's a lot of community people. So Daniel Battelle and I do a monthly live stream on the StreamYard channel where we do channel reviews. And at the end, we've got like these rolling credits. We've gamified it. It's like a game show. And we've gamified it. And then some people's name goes up at the end. Yeah.
That's really neat.
Yeah, thank you, Heidi. So Jefe says, streams are so much fun, especially good for solidifying your relationships with the channel community.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're doing baseball. Are you covering actual baseball events or is it gaming baseball?
So the things I stream are just gaming baseball. There's MLB The Show 21. That's the game that I stream. But I do post every single day. There's things that happen every day. Like this person hit a home run, something crazy happened. I post those clips. So my channel is revolved around the sport, but different things with the sport.
What is your channel name?
AX Productions.
Have a look here.
Actually just hit 400 subscribers yesterday.
All right. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's see if we can find you here. AAC.
I just changed my name and profile picture yesterday, so I'm probably will come up with the right things. But
let me see. AX Productions. Why am I not finding you? Give me 1 second here. AECK.
I can maybe drop the link in the private chat.
Yeah, if I can't find you, that's what we'll do. Oh, there it is. Okay. 406 subscribers on here?
Yep.
Let me get you pulled up and see what you're doing here. Now, I'm curious. Yeah, I was spelling it wrong. That's why I couldn't find you.
Oh.
I'm curious. This is it right here?
Yes.
Okay. You said you did a channel name change. What was the channel name before?
So before it was AX Cards, because when I first started the channel about a year ago, I was doing sports cards mainly, but I do still do a little bit of that, but not as much.
Wow, you're getting some serious views on these. Holy cow, look at this.
And I've only been doing it for about 3 months. But yeah.
Yeah, sports gaming. Some of these channels are really blowing up. Look at that. A month ago, 26,000 views, 21,000 views. So you're doing a lot of shorts. 12,000 views.
Yes. The ones that are up there aren't shorts, actually, except for a couple of them.
They're just short clips.
Yeah, but short clips. Yep.
But still, that's good for a channel that's a month old. You've got some of the longer form content, almost 7 minutes, 3,000 views, 2.9 thousand views. That's great. One thing that I would just recommend just to kind of like bring the whole message together is to get something in your profile picture and in your channel art that represents what's going on with the channel. At a glance, I think the lightning looks cool, but I would have, like, if I wouldn't have scrolled down and looked around, I wouldn't have known that you're doing anything about baseball.
Okay.
I would try to get some sort of imagery up in there. So when somebody lands on your channel, they're like, oh, this is a baseball channel. I'm all in, because like the name AX Productions, I don't know what that is until I go through look through your content. So I would think about like a tagline or a value proposition of sorts to just let people know exactly what's happening on your channel. Just add that in there just to polish this up just a little bit. Otherwise, man, dude, you're getting some killer views.
Yeah, I've been really fortunate to get how much it's grown. But yeah, I appreciate the tips a lot. I did
Yeah.
have one quick question also.
Yeah. Let's go.
So without a couple of those clips that you can see, you were talking about earlier about saying if you enjoy this or whatever, like the subscribe. I asked that question earlier about an hour ago or whatever. I was wondering where you would put that in like a 30-second clip just at the end, because not many people I think would watch after the clip. Because
Well, think of it this way. Well, is it a 30-second clip? I wouldn't spend a lot of time trying to get a call to action. But if I did put a call to action in that, I would put it quickly at the very end, and I would let them know what you have on your channel.
Okay, makes
Right?
sense.
Like, hey, if you want to see even more baseball, blah, 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 head over to the channel, click subscribe. I got a ton of videos that you're going to love. Really fast, right? The whole thing is like 5 seconds long. Put it at the end, because here's what's going to happen. I'm talking about a 30-second clip here.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to want, anybody who's going to make it to the end of that video, they've committed. They like the video. So that's going to increase the chances that they're actually going to come over and subscribe.
That makes sense.
The people who left early, they didn't like the video. So they're probably not going to subscribe anyway because they wanted to leave. But if they made it to the end, they're probably going to come over.
All right.
Right. So that's how I would handle that. But don't just say subscribe. Give them a reason to subscribe. Tell them what they're going to get if they subscribe to your channel.
All right.
And make it fast, right? If it's a 30-second clip, you don't want to waste 10 or 15 seconds doing that. Make it short, sweet. Tell them what they're going to get if they subscribe, and then send them on over that way.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah,
I think
that's fantastic growth for a month. I mean, there are a lot of people who don't get that kind of growth in a year.
Right.
So you're off to an amazing start.
Yeah. I think it has slowed down a bit, just because I haven't gotten as much from like recently. That was like 3 months ago, probably, I think, with that 26,000. But I still am very fortunate with what I'm getting. Like 2 shorts yesterday had a couple thousand views, but yeah.
So you're doing a mix of shorts and just short normal clips, correct? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
Nice short. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to ask where are you seeing the most success now?
So right now is just the actual shorts. The actual shorts are my gameplay clips, things that happen, and that's what's really getting the most views recently. Put his picture in the avatar. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think I would either put your own picture in the avatar or something that's maybe a baseball because it's round. Mm-hmm. Think about overall packaging. You want to give the viewer who doesn't know they don't know who you are yet, right? So you want to give the viewer every opportunity to understand what's happening on your channel. Even if you were leaving a comment on somebody else's channel and they saw that maybe it was a baseball in the avatar, like, oh, maybe it's another baseball channel. Okay. You know what I mean? Just every little thing that you can do, every little 1% tweak here, every little 1% tweak there. Put it. I mean, it's changing your avatar is not going to be something like, wow, I changed my avatar and now my channel's blowing up. Like that's not going to happen. But just every little thing that you can do to add a little bit of clarity. If you've got a good picture of yourself, put that in there.
Okay. Well, the only thing with that is I've actually never revealed my face on my channel yet. So
okay. Yeah. Big reveal coming up. Okay. So hold off on that. Maybe a baseball in the meantime.
The thing it was before was a baseball, but it wasn't a very good one. And I just thought the new one looked a little bit more professional and
well, it does. It looks cool. Mm-hmm. The new one actually looks cool, but it doesn't say baseball.
Right.
That's the thing.
I think I'm wanting to do other sports other than just baseball, but baseball is what's been while my channel, like in the past 3 months, that's what sport's been going on. But I'm wanting to do other things than just baseball. So I think I don't know.
What other sports? What are you thinking?
Like football, and then basketball, a little bit of basketball, not much, but mainly just baseball and football.
Okay, well, this wouldn't help much for a football, but you could do an image like where you take like half of a baseball and half of a basketball and put them together so they fit, split down the middle. Mm-hmm. Like that doesn't help with a football, but with a basketball and a baseball, like I would know looking at an avatar, it's a baseball and basketball channel.
Yeah.
So,
all righty.
Something to experiment with. Your graphics look cool. They just don't say baseball.
Right.
Or they don't say sports at all. They don't say sports. Yeah. They tell me what your production name is and what your name is. They just don't speak to me as sports. So something to think about.
All right. Well, thank you.
Mike says basketball.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of basketball, but that's one of my least favorite. Well, my computer's about to die, so
Thanks for waiting, man. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for sharing. And congratulations on your growth. That's amazing for 1 month.
Thank you very much.
I want to see where you're at like in 6 months from now.
Alrighty.
So yeah, come, if you don't visit my channel ever again, at least come back 6 months from now and show us where you're at. I'm excited for you.
Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
Cheers, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Amazing. 400 subscribers in a month. And he's got some videos with like 20,000 plus views on it. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to knock out a couple of questions here out of the chat. So if you've got a question, go ahead and ask it now. I'm going to be grabbing these randomly out of the chat. First come, first serve on these. And Butterfly Hustles, I just want to say you've been on fire tonight. Your recommendations have been on point the entire time. And I appreciate you. You've got some great advice today. What do we have here?
Super chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat. What are your thoughts on buying a custom domain and domain forwarding it to your YouTube channel? That's what I do. Hopefully I'm wording that correctly. I just thought I'd make it easier for getting that first 100 subs. I don't know if that's going to make it easier for getting your first 100 subs, but if you go to dniman.com, it should forward over to my YouTube channel if everything's set up correctly. Yeah, go for it. I always believe in securing a domain name that matches your YouTube channel or as close to it as possible, because you never know what's going to happen down the road. You might end up going, I think you're doing 3D printing. Like you might end up selling stuff down the road, a year from now or 2 years from now. Listen, and I know you're going to roll your eyes at this probably and say, oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. Look, video content, YouTube sometimes presents incredible opportunities. A year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you might have designed your own 3D printer, or you might be working with a company that's branded with your name on it, or you might be selling your own plastics or things that you just never know. So I always recommend, secure the domain name if you can, get the .com if you can. .com is always going to be king if you can. Secure the Twitter handle, secure the Instagram handle, secure the Facebook name, secure all the major platforms, even if you don't plan on using them, because you don't know what you're going to do with them in the future. Hold on, rolling back here. You just found out your lockdown is extended for 2 other weeks. Sorry to hear that, man. Let's see. I accidentally deleted 30 videos. Ouch. I am so sorry to hear that. They are gone. Out. Sorry to hear that. Let's see. So how do I do good thumbnails and how do I get views if I shouldn't just get friends to watch? I don't know what your channel's about. Here's what you do. I'm going to drop something in the chat for you because it seems like you're just trying to get started. So hold on. YouTube Creator Academy. I'm going to drop a link into the chat. So what I'm dropping into the chat, it's what I recommend for everyone in here who's struggling. If you're struggling, you're not growing, you don't understand how YouTube works, you got a ton of questions, I'm dropping something in the chat right now. This is a free, totally free series of mini courses, very small, created by YouTube. This is YouTube's thing. It's called the YouTube Creator Academy. It's totally free, doesn't cost anything, and they walk you through all sorts of different things about YouTube, and they test you on them at the end to give you a better understanding of all aspects of YouTube. So my answer to you would be start at the YouTube Creator Academy, go through that, finish all the courses, and then if you have some more questions, come back and let's talk then, and you'll have a better understanding of how YouTube works. So when I give you a detailed answer, it'll be better for you to implement that instead of just going, I don't really understand what's going on. Go learn how YouTube works by going to the YouTube Creator Academy first. Yeah, let's see, did I get everybody? I think I just missed a super chat. Whoa, look at that.
Super chat.
Conquest 3D, thank you. Thank you so much. Much appreciated for the very gracious super chat. Just because D is on. You're awesome. You're awesome. And I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Next question. Ginger Lola, how often should I upload shorts? Upload shorts as much as you want to upload shorts. I wouldn't upload like 10 shorts a day, but if you want to do like 1 upload a day, I think that's totally fine. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to that. Yeah, we have most states in Australia locked down. This too shall pass. Yeah, I think it's going to be a while. Oh, I'm looking at the numbers, like in almost every country. Here in Mexico, we're actually worse now in Mexico than it's ever been. Infections and deaths are coming behind. So and they're having parties. They're having like huge club events in some of these cities, and it's crazy. I'm going through the chat here. I have a backup of all my videos just in case. Yeah, I do too. I back up all that stuff. I'm going through the chat here. See if I miss anything. Thumbnails are YouTube's arch. Yeah, look, here's the thing. If you're not good at thumbnails, keep practicing. Nobody's good at thumbnails when they start. Literally, nobody. You're starting at zero. You're learning a new skill. Study the channels in your niche that are succeeding. Study the thumbnails. See if you can recreate those thumbnails even. You'll get there. You'll get there. Just takes a while. The U.S. is ticking back up too. Yeah, it looks like some states are really getting hit hard. It's crazy. Hey, One of Gaming, how you doing? Yeah, that's why I'm really curious what's going to happen with the in-person events here. There's a bunch of them coming up this year. With some of the numbers popping up, I really don't know what's going to happen. Looking forward to our pizza party. Yeah, so here's the thing. I've been trying to think how I'm going to do that because we do Friday pizza. But I do Friday pizza with my girlfriend, and we order pizza. We sit down. We usually watch a movie. So I'm trying to think. I don't know if I can swing 2 days a week with pizza. I don't know if my midsection would handle that. I'm trying to work that out. Maybe I only eat half the pizza during the movie and save the other half. I don't know. That's why I love doing shorts, no thumbnails. Yeah. I don't see VidSummit going ahead. Yeah, I don't know. The numbers are shooting up really fast in some states. And I don't want to say something's not going to happen because, things can move forward, but I don't know how some of these things are going to move forward because there's a lot happening right now in some states. Pineapple pizza, you got it, man. You got it. Pineapple pizza. I don't do sausage, but I'm all about the pineapple life. Yes, watching my girly figure. Yes. I just missed a question. Hold on here. Google Takeout lets you download all of your YouTube videos in a batch. Huh? I just learned something there. Hold on, pizza. Catching the questions here. Yes, the Delta variant has hospitalized babies and young kids now. Some hospitals back at 75% occupancy. Tragic. Yeah, I saw some states where kids are just getting hit really hard, unfortunately. What a crazy year and a half it's been. An absolute crazy year and a half. I don't care if you believe in it or you don't believe in it or whatever your stand. I don't care about any of that. But you can't deny, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on, it has been a crazy year and a half. No matter how you want to look at it, it has been an insane year and a half. Average view duration on one video versus total viewer sessions time on a channel. Hold on. Average view duration on one video versus viewer session on a time channel. Are you saying which one is better? If you're asking me which one is better, I would say average view duration on a single video because the performance of that single video is what's going to decide if that video succeeds or not. So if your single video is not successful, none of the rest matters. So yeah, I would go with average view duration on a single video being an important thing because YouTube's all about performance, right? You've got the viewer session time. I mean, that's great. That's just kind of like icing on the cake. But true performance comes down to the click-through rate, and it comes down to the actual watch time of the video itself. Are you going to VidSummit? I'll be there virtually, and I will stand 6 feet away from my computer. So I'm scheduled to speak. I'm supposed to speak, but it's going to come down to, obviously, there's a lot of variables right now. One, so as a U.S. citizen in Mexico, I can travel to the U.S. My girlfriend cannot, however. Even though she has a visa, it's considered non-essential travel. So they actually denied her once. We tried to cross the border in Tijuana, and they actually detained her and then escorted her back to the Mexican. It was a crazy day. It was kind of a big deal. So I can technically go in. We're actually here because one, Thailand is closed and I don't really have anywhere to stay in the US and she can't get in anyway. So variables in terms of like, I can't go home to Thailand until I'm vaccinated. It doesn't matter where you stand. terms of vaccination, and there's a lot of people who don't want the vaccine, and that's fine. Do what you want to do. But I can't go home until I'm vaccinated. That's the rule. And we haven't been able to get vaccinated here in Mexico yet. I mean, they're rolling it out based on age and stuff like that, but we haven't been able to do it yet. Working on it, and I have to get it no matter what, or I'm never allowed to go home, which is Thailand. So even if I don't want to get it, I don't have a choice, or I'm never allowed to go home. So I also need to get it before I travel to the U.S., not because they make you, but because I don't want to travel there unvaccinated, go through the airports, get on an airplane, all of that stuff. So we'll see, John. I'm scheduled to be there. If everything aligns correctly, I will be there. But Daryl knows the situation in the event that I cannot. Nick is in the same boat. A lot of variables. I get leftover pizza for lunch, no pineapple. Pineapple pizza, pineapple gang. I love it. What about doing audiograms for a podcast to upload to the channel? You can test them to see how your audience responds. So, I don't know how long the videos are that you're doing on your channel, but let's say theoretically that the average video on your channel is 10 minutes. What I would not do is I would not put a 30-minute podcast up with an audiogram. I mean, you could test it to see how people react to it, but if they react poorly, that might not work. What I would do instead is I would take bites out of that podcast and I would put titles. I would put an actual video together based on the actual conversation of a particular part of the podcast, just like Joe Rogan does. Joe Rogan can take a topic, right? Something they talk about for 3 to 10 minutes. He comes up with an actual title. That's the title of the video that's relevant. It says what they're talking about. And then that's the clip. He turns it into a clip. So if you're going to do it, I would probably do something like that's a little bit more targeted and a little bit more focused instead of listen to my hour-long podcast. Just for example, say there's a part in the podcast, and man, I really hope you make 3D printers. And I think you do because it looks like a 3D printer. But let's just say there's a part in your podcast where for 3 minutes, you discuss the pros and cons of a certain brand printer. So the title could be Pros and Cons of XYZ 3D printer, or should you buy the XYZ 3D printer? And then you put that up with your audiogram, and it could be like a picture of that printer with an audiogram on top of it. So it's very targeted. So if people want to know if they should buy it or not, that's all they're listening to. That's all they're signing up for to listen to. So you could break it down that way. That's how I'd go about it. And then in the description of all those clips, I would link out to the long form content as well. Maybe you could put that up and maybe unlist it. And then if you link to it, you can still watch it unlisted. And then people who want to listen to the whole thing, they could get there and listen to it. Hey, listen to the full podcast, link in the description below. You could also say that at the end of the clip as well, just like Joe Rogan does. Renee is here. What? Where's Renee? There he is. Renee, how you doing, man? I was hoping to get actual superpowers, but I'm happy enough to have super resistance. You didn't get superpowers? I'm hearing people are levitating and all of that stuff. How you doing, Renee? It's always, man, it's an honor to have you in here. I hope you're doing well, man. And guys, if you don't know, if you live on another planet or if you have an Android, if you don't know, this gentleman right here is, if you're curious about Apple products, period, and you want to know the source, like where can I get good Apple information? This right here. This guy is the end all, grand poobah, the alpha and the omega for Apple related news and Apple information. The best there is. You got 2 Moderna. Yeah, we don't have anything yet. We're trying to, but how's living in Thailand like? It's different. It's completely different. So I'm American, born and raised in the U.S. I spent the first 28 years of my life, I guess, living in the United States, and then the rest of my years outside of the United States in various countries, Colombia. Now I'm in Mexico, whatever. I've spent a lot of time in like Brazil and even in Venezuela, believe it or not. And then a lot of time in Thailand as well. It's completely different than anything you know in the West. Every day is crazy. Every day is a new adventure. Every day you're going to see weird things. Like we drive scooters over there a lot. every now and then, like I'll see like an elephant walking, because I kind of live on the outskirts of town a little bit. It's not, I mean, 2 or 3 times a year, I'll be coming home because we have a studio, a live streaming studio where I stream with my brother. I'll be coming home at like, 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'll just see like an elephant just kind of like walking down this little side street on the way home. And I was like, okay, or that's cool. There's an elephant. Or there'll be like a bunch of cows loose. I mean, if somebody in here is watching from India, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very similar to India in terms of sometimes there's more cows running around in India, obviously. But yeah, but we'll just see like, cows, and sometimes we'll see giant snakes, and it's crazy, man. It's full on. There's always food to eat 24 hours a day. There's lights everywhere, and it's Asia's it's almost like going to a different planet. It's fun though. It's interesting. Really interesting. It's fun. I steal borrow the best Apple info from Renee's. Yes. 2 Pfizer's here. Didn't miss a day of work. Yeah, good to hear it. Going through the chat here. I think everyone knows D. Niven is actually from Mandalore. Oh man, I actually missed my believe it or not. So, several months before we left. Well, I'll tell you when I finished it. I finished my Mandalorian costume about a week before The Last Jedi came out, because I had it for the release party, right? I had it for the release. So about a week before that is when I finished that outfit. And man, I got like fans inside of the helmet to keep my head cool. And man, I got all this stuff in there. And I'm actually, since I've been away from home, I've been in Mexico for the past year and a half, and I don't have anything from back home. I've got a roll on. I always carry on luggage only on a plane. So all my clothes is like carry on luggage, and whatever I've bought since I've been here. Like I bought the Roadcasters since I've been here, and so on and so forth. And I'm just thinking, man, what do I really need back in Thailand? Like I've got everything there. I haven't touched stuff in a year and a half. And the thing I keep coming back to, I've got a couple of cameras that I want. I've got a box full of pictures that I want, like, 30 years worth of pictures. I have my several, I've got like my Stormtrooper costume, my Mandalorian costume. So there's just a couple of things that I want that I miss, but the Mandalorian costume is always at the top of the list. It's like my box of pictures and my Mandalorian costume. It's always things that I think about. I slept for 24 hours, woke up feeling better. I had months, so much anxiety gone. Yeah, good, man. Yeah, I think Canada, you guys are doing really well with your vaccine rollout there, from what I've seen. See if I missed any. We don't have elephants roaming in Michigan. My car has a big trunk. I lived in Panama for 5 years. Okay, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Kuwait for 2.5 years and Germany for 4.5 years. Definitely nice to learn new cultures and new ways of life. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. That's another thing. Like living in, and don't get me wrong, I have nothing against my home country. It's just a big world out there. I didn't see the point of just staying in one place my whole life. I'm like, it's a huge world. Why not get out and explore those other places? So living in those other countries, as Magic Flying Potato says, it's different to be a tourist somewhere. If you go there and you visit and you tour somewhere and you're there for a couple of weeks or even a month, that's cool. But when you're there for like a year and a half or 2 years or 5 years or 10 years, like you really get to know, you learn a new language, you learn a new culture, you learn a completely different way of doing things. And the stimulation that you get from that is really exciting, right? Like every day is like really exciting. And I love that. I actually love that. Question, I made videos, tips, and recommendations on a baby and child care. Do you think making my videos in different languages is correct? Does it negatively affect the algorithm, or is not related? Okay, this is a great question. So if you have your channel with tips and tricks related to babies and child care, pick one language per channel. So if your channel is starting off in English, titles are in English. Any text you put in your thumbnails is going to be in English. Your description is going to be in English. Your tags are going to be in English. You're going to speak in English on the actual videos. You can put subtitles in other languages. If you want to speak in other languages, create a second channel and do everything in that language. So if you're like, this is my English language, this is my, Brazilian Portuguese language, this is my German language channel. You want to separate the languages. If you don't do that, you're going to alienate your audience. If you can speak the language. If you can't speak the language, then you can just have your videos translated, and you can put them in as subtitled translations in the actual video. John, have a good one. Totally life is short. I'm an American living in Tokyo. I bet that's amazing, man. I have some friends who live over there, and it's not without complications. As you know, Asia is full of unique complications for foreigners, especially when it comes to like immigration and sometimes being looked at differently from foreigners or from the locals and that sort of thing. But yeah, all my friends who live over there, they love it. They absolutely love it. Hey, Mia Diva, how's it going? Agree, living in different countries. Yeah, it's just exciting. It's different. Totally exciting. And it makes me appreciate where I came from more, which is kind of weird. Like when I left, I couldn't wait to get out and see the world. And I've been exploring the world for over 20 years. And I really appreciate it even more now when I go home. When I go to visit my mom or something like that, it gave me a new appreciation of where I came from. So yeah, it's been a real interesting experience all the way around. Which is better, The Mandalorian or Loki? Mandalorian for me, but Loki is a close second. I think Loki was the best. I don't think I know. Loki's the best thing that Marvel has done in quite some time. Take off my helmet, Nick. Take it off. Oh my goodness, I love it. I literally just finished my first ever live stream a few minutes ago. Congratulations. You know, I'm just going to drop. Can we get a congratulations in the hashtag? Congratulations in the hashtag. Congratulations in the chat. I love that. I hope it went well. Just keep going. No matter how it went, keep going. Keep doing your live streams. You're going to get a lot more comfortable in front of the camera. You're going to get a lot more comfortable with your gear. And before you know it, it's just going to become second nature to go live. That's awesome. Congratulations. Let me see. I'm going through the chat here, so if I missed anything. I think I got all the questions here. Rolling backwards. Hey, Titastic. Yes, Thailand is Titastic. Indeed. Costume Co says, my hubby loves Renee's channel. Big Apple lover. You're a class act, sir. So glad I caught you live. Yeah, so Renee, what we were doing today, you actually caught the tail end of it. This is the second time I did this. The first time I actually did it with Luria last month on the channel, where I dropped a link into the chat, and people who have never gone live before, or they have something that's holding them back from going live, or maybe they're worried about the tech, or they lack the confidence to go live, or they don't know what to say, I dropped a link into the chat, and they can come on and actually go live during this stream. And we can kind of walk through that and make them feel a little bit comfortable. So hopefully they can go off and do their own show. And we looked at some channels today as well, but that was on the tail end. We've actually been going for 2.5 hours. So on that note, because it was 2.5 hours, if you haven't given this a thumbs up yet, give this a thumbs up. It lets me know that you enjoyed it. It lets me know that we should do another one of these. I really like the format of bringing people on. I don't want to do that on every stream, but maybe once a month that could become a thing. If enough of you say that you like it. We got great feedback the first time around when Luria and I did it, and Luria is just amazing. Just so go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you have not done that yet. I will be streaming next Sunday, same time, same place here on the channel. Thank you so much for everybody who did give this a thumbs up yet. This will be available for replay, and I will be coming back to answer your questions as comments after this processes. And thank you for everyone who came on, who clicked on the link and you came on, and we, especially those who looked at your channel. Thank you so much for being brave to come on the channel. I appreciate that. Fortunate Adventure says, this was great, D. Thank you so much. Too kind. Mia Diva, hello and goodbye. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Thank you so much. I will see you same place, same time next Sunday. Have an amazing week. And again, if you have any questions after this post and it goes live, come back and answer or leave your question as a comment, and I'll come back and answer it there. I'll catch everyone next week. Have a good one.